Okay, it's gonna work. Hello, we are live on Twitch. Finally, once again, back with the Shiny Boys, with the whole group. And it's been it's been forever since we last played, and it's been even longer since we last actually streamed anything. So this is gonna be fun.
Content.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a chaotic session. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I have pages of notes. I don't know what's gonna come in handy. I don't know what's not gonna come in handy. Probably most of it. It's gonna be great. I'm
ready.
Do any of you want to roll for recap for last session, which was a month ago now?
I would like to. Yeah, I'd like to opt out. My brain is not doing me.
Well, I was also about to opt out. Lol.
All opting out.
The thing is, I have maybe accidentally thrown away my D&D notebooks.
Wait, what? What happened?
Including the notebook I had for our Sunday campaign.
What?
Because I thought to myself, Emma, you've got too many half-full notebooks. It's time to be brutal. Throw some away and keep. Made the wrong decisions.
Man.
Still have the Matt Mercer one, but yeah, but there are some issues. So.
Well.
Dad reacts.
Okay. Does any? Okay, Aylin, do you want to recap? If not, then I have my notes.
Sorry, I was popping up something with my keyboard.
All good.
I have notes.
Yes.
The true
Aylin,
do you...
come through.
I would ask you to roll, but you're not really rolling against anybody.
I'll do it. I'll give it a go. Fuck it. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay.
All right.
Fight me, Aylin. It became the moment it became a competition. Of course, I was in. Okay, ready?
All right. Closest to 4. Go for it.
I rolled a 9.
Oh.
Emma, it's you. I had rolled a 14.
I am my own worst enemy.
If you want, I can do it. I really don't mind.
No, I've accepted this challenge now. So. Yeah, last time we played, we were buckling down for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay took watch and heard a strange noise in the woods. And there was a horse, an evil demon zombie horse, which had a particular interest in Baron. And Baron could have sworn he saw a hooded figure, but no one else could see it. And he got very paranoid, thinking that we all thought he was crazy. But we understood everyone's crazy on this team, so it was fine. And then we took a very long and roundabout way getting back to where we wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
We met Cloud again, realized his family were a bunch of dickheads. And then, essentially, our plan for, like, making sure that no one arrested him was, like, kind of running him very fast past his burnt-down tavern. Which was good. Then we met the very attractive captain of the bandits.
This is an
strong
objective
and beefy
fact.
boy. This is what Thomas told me to say. Who gave us some information, which I've somewhat forgotten. Something about the fruits, the seeds, wanting to destroy them. Definitely something about capital, and that's all I got. I think I did fairly well.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
So, Aylin, please take it away.
Oh, you want me to actually do the notes? I don't mind.
If you want,
fill in the gaps.
If you want to fill in anything, feel free.
It's not a fill-in. It's a whole.
Great, I get it. Mine was shit. Fine, Aylin. You can just say it to my face, you coward.
No, it was just, I'm like.
I understand.
What is this rivalry?
I don't know. I don't know why this is going.
Mine's a whole ass essay, and I'm like, I don't even know where to start.
I was Aylin's notes the whole time. The true bad guy.
Did you just dab, Aylin?
Did I?
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna follow my
Coming for
chat.
Emma's brand.
How dare you? This is so abhorrent to me.
This is...
It's a
I'm not
fine.
coming for
Anyway,
anybody's dreams. Y'all have affected me. I absorbed all of your
Mhm.
things.
all of your. Bleh.
It's always how it starts.
It sounds about
I
right.
can feel the love. All right, Aylin, do it. Do your thing.
Alright, let's hear the magic.
Okay. We're really doing this. Okay. So Jade was occupied with keeping Cloud alive, and Baron was hanging out with the Goblin Kronk and Bugbear Willie while Cornelia had adventures. Jade takes the first watch. Jade sees something that looks like a torch passing through the woods. Jade stealths and investigates. It was killer stealth.
Oh, you're a robot. You're a robot. You're a
It's
robot.
a really bad internet connection
I'm a robot.
right now.
Sorry.
Really bad robot.
This time I thought I was the robot, but it was actually Aelin.
It was Aelin all along.
Yeah.
Emma's rooming as well. Oh my
Emma's a
God.
robot.
Yeah, Emma's a robot.
no.
Oh, I just thought my connection was bad, but
No, your
actually,
connection is fine for me,
Aelin
Quinny,
was the
actually.
robot.
What is happening?
Oh, these international players.
Freaking internationals, man. I know, right? I wonder if this is a region thing. If we can switch the region.
Wait. So you guys actually like 840 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope it's the same as me.
But then at one point of time, it was different.
No, never.
It was.
It's the same longitude.
Okay, I'm gonna try change the region.
Oh,
I'm gonna try change it to.
Brisbane.
Should I change it to Japan? That's what Emma's usually runs on.
We back?
Testing.
That was
Alright.
very weird.
Alright, I have changed the region. I think that fixed it. The Australian region is really bad for some reason. So it's in Japan now.
Because everything's upside down.
Alright.
Okay. Where did I start roboting?
Jade took first watch. Jade took
Yeah.
first watch.
Jade sees something that looks like a torch flashing through the woods. Jade has a killer stealth and investigates. The source of the light is the hooded figure's horse. Its eyes are just like searchlights, and the flashing is when it's blinking. Jade doesn't see any signs of the hooded figure and heads back to the group. The flashing lights are now in front of him. Bump, bump. Jade wants to get the horse away from the group and throws his crowbar in a direction away from the group. It makes a dull thud and the lights turn to the tree the crowbar hit. Jade creeps back to the group and goes to wake Cora up and wakes up Baron instead. The horse scans Baron and Jade jumps in front of Baron. A familiar voice says, "Found you." And the lights in the horse's eyes fade and the horse starts to act like a horse again. Jade considers bringing violence upon the horse, but Baron stops him. Baron wakes up Core with a mage hand slap. Core slides down the tree and tries to hit Baron with a branch. It doesn't work.
You guys are always feuding.
Watching all of this. Core wakes everyone else with a loud wake-up call, and Jade explains the creepy light-scanning horse and found you. Core suggests leaving. Ilya is ready to go. Fruit and boat, let's go. Not everyone can see at night, so we're like, okay, maybe not. And just have multiple people on watch. Core and Ilya take second watch. Core braids Ilya's hair, and it's amazing. Ilya notices a rustling sound. Core uses his familiar to investigate and finds out it's just the horse settling down for the sleeps. Core goes to sleep by Jade. Ilya wakes up Willie the Bugbear, who wakes up Krunk, who then wakes up Baron. Baron, Krunk, and Willie have third watch. Willie seems really alert and paranoid, and he smells danger. They hear a rustling in the distance, and they try to hide in a shrubbery. And Baron ends up face to face.
Shrubbery! A shrubbery!
Yep. A shrubbery.
A shrubbery!
God. Oh man.
So Baron ends up face to face with the hooded figure. The hooded figure has a powdery pale white face and looks like a dying 80-year-old man. He has a venomous stare, and Baron can feel his breath on his face and lets out a scream, which I will not replicate.
Oh.
Oh, I remember that now. Oh no, that was traumatizing.
Yep. The sun is coming up. In a few hours, the sun will rise. Krunk and Willie person. We're all awake, and Jade investigates and finds them in the shrubbery.
I'm holding back really hard.
Nearby is a tree stump with a hollow in it that could be maybe mistaken for a face. And Baron stops Jade from attacking it.
Whack. My impression of Jade attacking.
Baron says that he isn't here anymore, but he was there. Jade hypothesizes that Baron is the only one who could see him, and that he's only appearing to him. Cora and Jade suggest Baron going off on his own and us following in the shadows to see if he can lure the hooded man out again. Baron's not super comfortable with it, so we don't. Baron didn't recognize meeting the man before, but has an inclination that he's human.
Okay.
Tome of Nature isn't doing so hot, so she also doesn't seem like she's getting any better. Jade wraps her in like a blanket thing.
Forgot about that.
And
The visceral
we
reaction.
hear some activity, and we're like, yeet, back in the boats. Also, her eyes are a bright blue now, whereas they were not before. It's also different than Captain Featherbeard's, whose body she is inhabiting.
Uncomfortable react.
Yeah.
He
We
came
get
back,
to the
guys.
boat and avoid the orcs, who have now made it back to their camp. We bid Willie and Cromp goodbye, and Baron vows to change the perception so that everyone can be accepted. Nice.
Fighting for equality, I
Let's
love
work
it.
our way. Jade recognizes the area we're going to because of his solo adventures and thinks that maybe they'll be able to find help on Morning Cloud's farm for Evening Cloud. Jade and Evening Cloud are wanted by the law because Jade took Cloud and ran off with him. Yep.
I didn't do that.
Cloud is wanted for stealing from the crown, maybe? I don't know. Jade thinks that was the key. Core swiped that key from Elia. Jade took that key from Core. Now we know where the key is.
It was definitely the key, I think. It's not
Yep.
even. It's definitely the one.
So while we're going, we see that the fruit's grown back overnight, and it grows really, really fast. We see the teleportation circle light up, and then go dim, and then light up again. And there's not a whole lot of wildlife in that area.
Wildlife.
Yep.
Why?
We make it to the farmlands that Jade's been to before and decide to wait in the forest nearby until it's darker to move. Elia steals a cauliflower from one of the nearby farms. And Jade is diametrically opposed to stealing and tells Elia they have to return the cauliflower. Jade takes the cauliflower from Elia and Elia runs up a tree. Jade gives Elia some of his rations, and Core tries to talk to Elia, but Elia doesn't eat in front of people, so they eat the rations and then return to talk to Core.
Wait,
Elia
can I
and
ask
Baron-
a question? I forgot. Why did I threaten to punch Ilya again?
Because Elia stole the cauliflower, and
Oh yeah, you didn't return it. That's a good idea.
yeah, Elia wasn't going to return it. Elia was going to eat it.
The cauliflower that broke a friendship.
Nah. Were they even friends to begin with?
Yeah. Anyway,
Uncomfortable, yeah.
Elia and Baron do Jade's makeup to keep him safe from the law, and Core changes Cloud's appearance. Jade and Core go to Morning Cloud's house to seek shelter from Cloud. Morning Cloud refuses to help because she's taking care of Oliver and doesn't want to endanger herself or him. Jade gets upset and they leave. We head back to town and find that the swamp is burning down.
The swamp is burning down.
What are they doing to my swamp?
They're burning it down.
I forgot it was called that.
So we skirt around to the forest and head back to the bandit camp. We bring Captain Stronghand the fruit in exchange for safe passage and possibly immunity from the law, maybe. Jade shows the stolen key, which is a trinket to the royal family. No, ticket to the royal family. I can't read. It's whatever time it is. And Captain Stronghand tells Jade that he can keep it. Elia has the seeds, but Captain Stronghand implies that they are cursed and he should get rid of them.
Yeah, that's pretty much where we're up to, I'm pretty sure. Thank you for those two wonderful recaps. I enjoy those very much. They always paint such a lucid picture of all the previous events. Oh my god. Before we start, just to refresh my memory, when you guys defeated that psychic baboon on the island, when you guys went straight through the middle, when it dropped off that rock, that shiny rock, who was it that picked it up?
Baron. Wait, no. Okay, Baron picked it up. It's
I have no
inside
idea
of
what's going
Jade's chest cavity.
Oh my gosh, it is. Yes. I remember
Wait,
now.
so-
Yes, and
So it's in
I
you.
swallowed it. Remember? Yeah,
Ah,
I
yeah,
swallowed
okay.
it.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, so that's where the D4 shaped stone is. Just for my own reference, because I forgot in my notes where I put that because I didn't write that down because I'm dumb. Anyway,
Why did I do that? That's so stupid.
It's just a theme, isn't it?
This game is where I exercise all the things I want to do as a player but can't do as a DM, like make stupid decisions.
you go wild. This is the environment to do it.
I'm on it.
All right.
I swallowed the stone. Do I remember what that did? It just glowed, right?
It glows. It glows kind of subtly. And if it's glowing through you, then it's probably noticeable at night from a close distance. But it's not.
Like glow in the dark.
Yeah, you're glowing.
I'm a glow in the dark statue.
That means
I'm
if
so
if it's nighttime, I'm gonna give you a disadvantage to all stealth checks. And yeah, we'll go from
I
there.
wear clothes. I am shirtless.
You are.
At the time. It's not gonna stay there forever, though, is it?
That's up to you.
Is
I don't know. I don't know how Jade works internally.
I don't wanna get it out.
I don't either.
You are literally made of rock. I think this is up to you to decide.
I think what happens is, at one point, I just kind of disappear from the camp and come back, and I have it in my hand. No one needs to think about that too much.
Okay.
But I'll
Alright.
bring it to the others and ask if should I hold on to this.
Alright, so adventurers, welcome back. You find yourselves here where you last left off in Captain Stronghand's tent. Him having just told Ilya not to eat the seeds, but hasn't said why. It's about, I think, early afternoon at this point, if my time sense is kind of correct. And from your point of reference, the Royal Guard, from what you've learnt, is probably arriving pretty soon. Maybe not today, but definitely by tomorrow at this point. Captain Stronghand says to you all, as you're sort of there in his presence, oh, by the way, one other thing. If you'd like some shelter or some safety until the guard does come, you're welcome to sleep here. I'm not sure exactly what your situation is, as he says that he looks to Cloud and then looks back at the rest of you. But we can keep you safe until we leave. We will also be leaving this camp behind and heading back to capital. Just keep an eye out for the Sea Slipper. The Sea Slipper. That's the name of the boat. That's the boat that we'll be taking. Yes.
Can I clarify something about Cloud?
Mhm.
So, we made an agreement with the captain, didn't we, last time,
Mhm.
to protect Cloud from going to jail, right? Because that's kind of what I remember us doing at the last bit.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so he's essentially safe, he just needs to get out of the country.
Kind of. Captain Stronghand said that he can get you to capital safely without being like arrested or anything on the boat. I
Okay,
think is
so
what he
we've
was
got to put him
implying.
on the we've got to put them on the Sea Slipper.
Yeah, that's the boat that he's telling you to get onto if you want to be.
Okay,
That's what you get that idea from it.
sure.
Are
Can
we
I
going
ask?
to capital too?
Did we plan to? I think we were just going to send Cloud.
We haven't discussed it yet.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, but before we discuss it, what's the deal with the seeds?
The seeds.
The seeds.
The seeds.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Don't worry, I'm just messing
Captain
with you.
Stronghand.
They're just pretty
I'm
sour.
not eating them.
Okay.
They're not actually deadly. I'm just messing with you.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, you can make an insight check.
12.
12? Yeah, he seems like he's telling the truth.
I think he's telling the truth. I think they're okay.
They would take for your personal reference. They would taste something like the sour Skittles that you can buy.
Oh, I love those. Oh, I suddenly want one, but I don't know that. I'm not Jade.
If you, well, I'm sorry. I assumed that you were all going to capital to flee this place. But if that's not what you're after, then there are another two. There are 4 ships arriving in total. 2 of them are heading back. 2 of them are heading southwest on other business after stopping by here.
What's keeping us here?
What is keeping us here? What's taking us to capital is probably a better question.
Capital's interesting.
Interesting.
No.
Is there
Bor-
What do you think, Baron?
the capital's boring. Nothing to see there.
Have you been
You know-
before?
Nature, can't fight golems.
Okay.
So for reference, Baron
Interesting.
would have been there, yeah. He would have been in capital. As would have Kor.
Cole lived there for a while. I think.
As would have Ilya, actually. The only person who would have never visited is Jade.
I have never been to capital.
And so from your
so I don't
perspective,
think I have an opinion.
if you want to think of what capital would look like, it's kind of like maybe a more of a fantasy twist on a sort of bustling medieval European city.
Okay, I can see that. In my mind's eye.
Think like tall
Can
towers,
I-
bricks,
Yeah.
bricks, cobblestone roads.
Before he leaves, can I just ask Captain Stronghand? Captain Stronghand, when is the boat leaving the Sea Slipper?
Well, we'll be leaving as soon as... Well, I presume that they'll be leaving as soon as the wind is right.
Is there any estimation of how long we have to decide if we're going or not?
Well, you have... I would say maybe the rest of today and tomorrow morning.
Okay. And these other two ships, where are those going?
I don't personally know. I know they're heading southwest somewhere.
What are
But-
their names?
Uh,
So we can find them and inquire.
the
Let's
Tiddlywinker.
go south.
The Tiddywinker. Oh my
No, the
god.
Tiddlywinker. That's a bad
Okay.
name.
Yeah, it really is, Thomas.
And the loose knot.
Wow, those are all bad names. I don't like. Oh my gosh, you're world building? What?
My world
No,
building?
it's good stuff.
It's so great. I love the Tiddlywinker. It's my favorite boat.
Oh no, I bought some popcorn today from a place called the Nutty Barovian, and I thought that was great. No, Bavarian, and I was like, oh, this could be good for D&D. I'll turn it into the Nutty Barovian because Barovia.
The meta strat
Anyway.
is to, if I don't want you to go somewhere, I'll name it something gross, and then you guys won't want to take it.
I think we should go to the Tiddlywinker.
Every morning. Welcome back, you adventurers. You find yourselves today on the Tiddlywinker. We have another 12 sessions to go before we reach our destination on the Tiddlywinker.
Sounds like my campaigns. Anyway, okay. Thank
And
you.
I don't remember the fourth ship's name, but those two are heading to some place in the southwest, and the Sea Slipper is heading back to capital.
Okay. I'll turn back to the others and say, so what are the pros of going to capital?
Nothing. The capital is just
I
Okay,
will
that's-
I will interject for a moment and say that if you don't take the Sea Slipper with us, I can't guarantee anything.
But we don't
I'm
need
with him.
protection. We only need Cloud to be protected.
Unless you're seen as...
all about
Are you-
unpredictable.
What is your relationship with this cloud? Oh, sorry, Baron, were you
I-
saying something?
Me with Cloud.
No, did you say something?
No, me with Cloud, I think.
What is your relationship with Cloud? All of you?
We met him like 2 times. And then I saved him, I think. I definitely saved him.
Saved
Jed
him?
seems to like him.
What do you mean? What do you mean by saved?
Cloud is my friend.
He was... Okay.
He's your friend.
Yeah.
Cloud, is this true? He sheepishly looks around. I don't quite know exactly what's going on anymore, but I think I'm probably going to take the Sea Slipper out of here.
Well, if you want my connection or the reason I tried to save him, the reason I saved him was because he was about to be wrongfully imprisoned and then subsequently executed.
Ah, yes, that
So,
also did happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's objectively a bad thing to happen. So I used my skills to not have that happen.
So you're against corporal punishment, is that right?
I'm against people who shouldn't be corporally punished being so. This is dumb. I say to myself as Emma, Jade says, I think it's bad to kill people who didn't do anything wrong. Maybe?
Fair
is
enough.
that wrong?
I wouldn't say so. If you feel it is right, then who am I to say?
What do you think?
Well, I don't know what any of you have done to be in a situation
No,
where you're
I-
considering fleeing.
No, what do you think about people who, like Cloud, who would have been wrongfully imprisoned and then executed? Do you think that's okay, or?
Well, it's definitely not okay. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think
That's
people
what
should be
I think.
wrongfully punished for something that they didn't do. If that is what you're asking.
Then I'm glad you agree with me.
All right.
I attempt to smile the first time I've ever done so.
Roll a charisma check.
I have a -1 to charisma for a reason. I wish I could have a -2. It'd be so much fun.
I wish I could have a minus.
Natural 20! 19! It's the highest I can roll! Oh my god! Wait, I want to show you! It's on my jade dice as well. Look at it! Can you see it?
I can see it. Oh my god. You look amazing. You are You look like you're advertising some new toothpaste on TV. Your smile is unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
The captain is kind of caught off guard. He looks like he didn't take you for somebody who really had such a, a gleeful, charismatic, sincere, genuine smile. He's like, ooh. He's almost creeped out by it, honestly. It's a bit much.
That feels right. -1 charisma.
It's like, yes.
Oh no.
He loses his train of thought. What was it that you were inquiring about? It? Yes. I agree with you that punishment, if you're not guilty, is definitely not great. What were you? I think your group should probably discuss what it is that you plan on doing from here on out, because the Royal Guard they're not really gonna wait.
That's fine. I was just making sure that you understood the situation.
Oh yes, I completely understand.
Okay.
If you need to stay here, feel free. But until then, yes.
The wanted posters don't even have his face on them.
But they still came for him.
His wanted posters?
There are. I saw them.
Okay. Right. I don't necessarily know if I want to be involved in whatever it is that you're involved in, but I'll
You've
grant
made
you
an
protection.
agreement.
Yeah, I will stand by my word, of course.
Please do.
As a big, strong man, my word
Ah.
is my life, as we say here in the bandit camp. He doesn't laugh.
Okay.
Now get out. I have things to do. And he turns around. And he sits down on his teeny little stool, which looks like it shouldn't be able to support his body weight, but somehow it does.
I kind of lean down to Cor and say, but he told us we could stay. Do I leave?
Where's the finest room you have? I say
He
to the
turns around. My tent is the finest room we have. Otherwise, we have all the other
Are
tents.
you inviting us to stay with you? Sweet. Okay, we're moving in.
No.
He makes his way.
Wait,
To the tent? Okay.
Yeah.
I start walking to the tent.
you guys are already in the tent. You're inside.
I don't
Yeah, but
leave. I
where's the
sit
living
down.
quarters? Where's the living quarters?
It's a camp. There aren't any living quarters. This is just a tent.
Okay, I
Surely
sit.
he has like bedrolls and stuff, right?
Oh, he sleeps
Does
on
he
the
sleep on the
ground.
stool?
Of all the people who sleep in sleeping bags, he's the only man who sleeps on the dirt.
Ew. Cor says.
He.
Is this the?
I try to
Finest
prove a point to
place.
myself. This is the captain's quarters. This is the best place on this entire island. And he puffs out his chest, kind of like a pigeon when a pigeon's trying to attract a mate.
You look
Is
like
that
a
a
pigeon,
subject?
sir.
But he kind of like becomes a little bit self-conscious.
I'm a joking man.
You're very funny.
Said you look painfully dashing.
Yes.
Painfully dashing. Okay, that's.
Did I?
Yes.
Thank you. We also have some slightly larger tents if you don't mind sharing with another bandit or two. It's really up to you. You can. I don't mind too much. If you want to sleep here, which I
don't
guess
mind.
I'm okay with, then I don't have any.
Just move
I don't have any
bedrolls
betting.
in here.
We have our own bedrolls. Let's just set up. Let's go.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Once we've set up, and we've made a little circle of beds like a sleepover.
He at this point has picked up his entire small table and little tiny stool, and he's just gone outside and put it down, and he's working on
Great.
he's writing something outside of his tent.
This is fine. So we need to decide where we're going. Shall we just vote? There are
Cloud's
three
counting around.
options.
Democracy doesn't work as a system.
Okay.
Thomas,
Baron, how do you think we
Yeah.
should decide?
can I ask you a question?
Go first.
Do you think the other boats are going southwest?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, the other two. That's
Is
what.
that back towards the other big city?
Not quite. It's closer to.
Okay.
It's in the direction of where the temple that you found Jade would have been. That sort of direction.
Well, that's another reason that Core. Okay, I don't think Core wants to go in that direction, but thank you for that info.
So those are the two options.
Would I know
Oh.
that about where the temple is?
Yeah, probably. If you came from that direction, you would know that that's roughly where you came from.
Okay. I don't think there's anything for us down southwest.
New horizons for us down southwest. Why not?
Mm-mm.
I
Cool, just like-
I have a personal problem which would prevent us going back.
Same. Seconded.
Can we do that thing you told me about, Core, where you hit my fist with your fist?
Don't hit too hard this time. Core
Okay.
like touches.
It, a little bit of a punch, but it's not a
It's like oof.
Okay, so not southwest. Then capital or here?
We can just-
We have
Baron?
the key, right, to the royal place.
I hold it up. Can I put it on like a cord around my neck or something?
If you'd like, sure.
Cool, it's in the character design now.
Hell yeah. I'll let you come up with whatever you want it to look like, if you have an idea.
You
Go
shouldn't have
wild.
said this.
Creative freedom.
I mean, I have friends in capital. Can't really say that for many other places.
You have
Friends
That's
wherever
good.
you go.
okay.
Disagree.
Well then, Baron, if you don't want to go to capital, do you want to tell us why? It's
told
boring,
you,
you said,
capital.
but
So many dirty beggars. So many rats everywhere. It is
Okay.
not for a man like me.
if you were looking for new horizons, I hold up the key again. This might present us with some opportunities.
Oh, psh, who wants to be in politics anyway? That doesn't give any new horizons. I want to be all in nature. I want to be free.
You could court a princess. Core says.
Oh, like snobby little shits.
I thought you liked all females. Core's taking notes.
Pigs. They're nothing else.
You could take down the establishment. I've heard someone mention that in the courtyards. You could
Stamp?
stamp out the families and things.
I have no interest in those matters. That
Okay.
is beneath me.
Okay. I turn to Ilya. Ilya, what do you want to do?
I want to go back to capital.
Okay.
I'm very don't. We're done with Small Island. Let's not be on Small Island with no big cities anymore.
Agreed. Exhaustible supply of gems.
I have personally zero preference to where we go. I don't know anything about any of these places, even the one we're on at the moment. I only know you lot, so
Is
I will go
Tome
where you go.
Is Tome of Nature still with you guys?
They're a bundle under my
I
arm.
guess.
I've always wanted to see Capital.
Shush, Tome of Nature.
Oh,
No, you
okay.
Don't waste your energy.
All right.
silence.
I'm feeling a little bit better.
No, you don't.
What?
Jade!
That was supposed to be a reference to Monty Python when the guy.
I'm feeling much better.
No.
She turned me into a newt. I got better.
Can I do like a survival check on Tome of Nature to see if she in fact is getting any better?
Okay, go for it. You can do maybe medicine. Medicine is better than survival.
Okay. Really, it was a is she closer to living or closer to dying kind of check, but I guess that is medicine. That's about right. That's an 8.
8. It doesn't look like it's getting worse.
Can I try medicine?
Yeah, go for it.
Tome of Nature. I don't want you to waste your energy. Please stay calm. And I'm gonna just like have a quick look and see.
I'm calm. This is pretty comfortable.
7.
7. You can't really tell. I mean, she's talking. She's moving around.
She's talking and she's moving around.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Okay.
I
Glad.
spray more perfume on Tome of Nature.
She smells a little bit better.
Okay.
But only marginally so.
So by my count, 2 people want to go to Capital. 1 corpse wants to go. 1 fugitive definitely has to go.
I'm
and Baron
still
doesn't want to
alive.
go. You are not alive. I'm sorry.
I'm not quite sure actually. You might have a point.
So, what do we do? Capital?
Baron, it'll be great. If you don't like it, you can head home. Think of it as a holiday.
Home's here.
We will go places you haven't been before.
Bah, I've been everywhere on Capital. It is the worst. I'm telling you.
Disagree. I had a great time though.
At this point, Cloud walks up to Baron and puts a paw on his shoulder and stares him square in the face. Baron, what is it that you're after in this life? What are you looking for?
I want to be the freest man of them all, the king of pirates. That's what Luffy would think. He wants to be the
Oh
most
my god, that's so good!
King of-
That's really good quality content. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, it
Well,
really is.
if you want to become the king of pirates, then we have to do some exploring and some sailing. On some ships.
Yeah. To explore in Capital, it is a dirt.
How was your experience in Capital, out of curiosity?
Bah, humbug.
Oh my god.
What happened to you? Did something go on while you were there?
I told you, rats, beggars everywhere. It's horrible.
But Baron, there are rats and beggars everywhere. Well, except for the smaller towns and stuff. But
Campaign, did we encounter any rats or beggars?
we did not. But we are a smaller town. And I don't know if you know this about Tabaxi, but we don't really keep rats around as pets or anything like that. Usually aren't problems where we're living.
Thomas, can I insight check Baron as he's speaking? Because I kind of get that he's avoiding something. I don't know. Seems to be more to what
You can insight check. That's up to Baron to decide what he wants to say.
I'm gonna start cuddling Tiny Fury. Because I realise I haven't given him enough affection.
16.
The insight, can I do a performance?
Deception probably would
Yeah,
be the best
deception.
against it.
Deception.
Yeah.
You gotta deceive.
Hey,
with
how
your
do you know
feelings.
I'm deceiving?
How do I know?
No, you're just trying to be deceptive. You're trying to hide
Yeah.
your emotions.
I got an 18. Sorry, what did you get?
16.
Dad reacts.
Baron's really hard to read.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to say, as I put my little cat in my shawl, I narrate myself. I think we should go to Capital. If not to explore new horizons, to at least escort Cloud safely to his new home. And then, if we really hate it, we can leave right away. But I have a feeling that this is maybe what we should do.
if this is what the majority of you'd like to do, I personally wouldn't mind getting out of here at this point, especially now that my tavern has been burnt down. And Baron, if you really don't like it there, for whatever your personal reasons may be. Yes. What? Hello, you cut out.
Sorry. When you said my tavern, I interjected with our tavern.
Oh my goodness, what?
Yes, our tavern. Yes, you were living there as well. This is true. It is a shame.
You owned the tavern too, Baron?
No. It was home. My spiritual home.
Ah, I see.
You lived here with me for
I
a few years.
understand and empathise with you.
Okay. Okay. This
Look,
looks weird.
Baron, I think we don't have too many options at the moment. We're being hunted by some demon-faced man, as you said. I'm guessing this is the same figure as the one that we encountered in the bar.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. It would be exactly the same.
I think at this point, we're not in much of a position where we can deliberate too much over where exactly we want to go.
Plus, Capital has bigger port.
Yes, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Oh no!
Nice.
Oh, Baron, I've heard you say that so many times in the morning when your hair isn't just right.
Yes, that... I understand your emotions.
It'll be fine. To adventure. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Cloud, for you, it's to a new life where people don't want to kill you.
This sounds like a nice change.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Because I respect Cloud as a friend, I'll say yes. But let's stay away from the main city. It stinks.
Okay, we will try our best. If we have to go, you can stay behind.
Fine. Whatever.
Okay.
We'll see how it is. Maybe the rat problem has been fixed.
Core's just like, this was not my experience of Capital.
Yeah, Capital's pretty good. I mean, they're like in the lower echelons of the city, in the outer regions, the outskirts of the city, which are pretty far out. There are like rats here and there, just as there are rats in every city. Few beggars, not that many, but generally the central part of it is very posh. But visited at different times. Maybe this wasn't the case when Baron was there, although there wasn't ever like a massive infestation.
I'm very sleepy. I think I'm going to sleep once I've tried to teach Tiny Fury one more trick.
Yeah, go. What do you want to do?
I want to teach Tiny Fury, if possible, to retrieve objects. I want to put the key on the other side of the tent, and then try and teach it to go get it and bring it back.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. How do you want to do this? Do you want to roll like a charisma check?
Animal handling.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Go for it.
So, I need to open my iPad so I can look at how much my animal handling is. It's +2. 12.
It's a bit rocky, but you manage it.
Okay. Okay.
He takes a bit of time, and he's a bit slow.
That's fine.
But he seems to understand what you want to do. So he kind of goes over and he looks at the key, and he looks at you, kind of almost pondering a little bit what it is that you're trying to get him to do. But as you sort of motion and try to get him to understand that he's trying to pick up the key and bring it back, he, over the course of a few minutes, figures out what you're trying to get him to do. And you get the feeling that if you're going to do this in the future again, that he'll get quicker and it'll become a lot more viable, I guess.
Good. And now sleep. And I cuddle up with him to sleep.
It counted as strong as 10.
Is right next to Core's.
Is there
Core is my best friend.
Do you guys have any...
I'm gonna make sure he goes to sleep before I do, because I don't want him to be alone or lonely.
Oh.
Core's just plaiting his hair, paying no attention to anyone else.
Okay, Jade is just watching you plait your hair like...
So, did you guys have any unfinished business you wanted to tend to? Or you think you're pretty much set? You can still...
What all is in the tent?
Second.
What all is in the tent?
What else is in the tent? just looking. If you want, you can roll an investigation check.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, that's a 16.
16. Looking around, the tent is incredibly barren.
Ah.
There isn't a whole lot. You can see the patch of dirt that's dried out with no grass growing on it, where you can guess that Captain Stronghand sleeps. There's kind of a silhouette of Captain Stronghand in the ground, where you guess that he probably lies down every night. There's a spot where the grass is a bit longer, which was underneath where the table would have been, that he took outside of the tent, as well as the stool. Aside from that, he's got a sort of small, very homemade looking bookcase, housing a few books, some scrolls, and a place where his swords kind of rest when he's not wearing them on his belt. And he's got a few replacement pairs of shorts kind of hung over the shelves a bit. And it seems like that's really all he wears. He just wears shorts.
How sturdy does the bookshelf look?
It looks not sturdy at all.
Okay, Ela is actually going to sleep outside of the tent then.
Okay. So you want to sleep outside. Jade, you're going to be sleeping with... Is it in Core's presence with Small Fury as well? Okay, cool. I lip read that, but your mic is muted. Baron, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to sleep as well, or is there something you want to do?
Baron. He's probably going to stay up most of the night, but he will try to put on one of his beauty masks and style.
All right. In that case, we can do it so that during the night, we'll say that you're gonna take like a long first watch if you're staying up for most of the night, and then somebody else can take a second watch, and after that it'll be morning. So, who wants to take the night watch?
I will take one.
Jade? All right, cool. So, if there's nothing else you want to do, winding down, bring everything to kind of a close for the day. There aren't a whole lot of bandits left at this camp. There's a few there, but there's a lot more tents than there are bandits at this point, and you kind of notice that as you're sort of chilling out and winding down. Captain Stronghand, all the way up until the evening, throughout this point, has been scribbling some stuff on some scraps of paper. What it is he's scribbling, it's hard to say from this distance. But he seems pretty focused on his work. Aside from that, nothing much else is going on. You do hear like the rustling and sounds of nature and wilderness, animals kind of moving around, crickets chirping and all that sort of stuff, especially in the evening. It's pretty relaxed. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of stuff going on. You do see the smoke still, pretty clearly from where you're sitting down, lying down, from the tavern's direction. But aside from that, it seems pretty relaxed. You can't see much else from here. You're kind of in a dense part of the forest, so you can't see the shore either side of the atoll. But there isn't much more to it than that. You guys are just chilling out. And as the day kind of winds to a close, Baron, since you're taking the first watch effectively, I would like you to roll for me a d8. And then also a perception check, if you're looking around.
4 for D8.
Cool. And perception?
And 23.
Oh, 23. Okay. So you're looking about, and from your vantage point, if you're... So where are you right now? Are you just kind of like around the tent where everybody else is staying, or are you off somewhere else having a look at stuff? Where do you want to be?
He's just sitting on a hill watching the sky and as Wake Me Up September Ends plays in his head.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so you're looking around, you've got a good vantage point, and you're checking out the scenery, and you're getting a good idea of what's around. You can see the bandit camp and what's going on there. You see a lot of trees around you. You do occasionally get a glimpse of like some butterflies and stuff kind of fluttering about between the trees. Not much is really going on. Looking around, looking up into the sky, you see the night sky, the clear, crystal clear sprinkles of stars up above. There isn't much else going on. You just get a very chill night as you apply your beauty mask for many, many hours. Until, well, actually, is there anything you want to do while you're doing your night watch?
Oh,
Welcome back.
nothing else. Pace around.
Pace around. All right, you pace around.
Yes.
And you're still keeping an eye out because you're still taking the night watch, and not much else is going on. All the other bandits that seem to be back at the camp now, which doesn't seem to be that many, maybe like 60% of the tents are occupied. They're kind of just sleeping. You do see a few of the others also pacing around the tent, around the campsite. Sorry, quite a bit further away. That you similar to the guards that you ran into originally when you first found the camp. Aside from that, nothing really happens. It's pretty chill. Moving on. At this point, Jade.
Hello.
It is your turn. Can you please roll for me? Actually,
Yes.
before you take while the night watch is taking place. Actually, no. No. Never mind. Your turn for night watch. Roll for me a d12.
You've been looking up the Reddit for how to scare your players, haven't you?
Oh, I think I'm doing stuff by accident. Or at least
Roll
it's not
d20.
for perception, yeah. And tell me what you get for your d12.
8 for perception, and I dropped my d12. 7 for a d12.
Okay, so you keep an eye out, you're looking around, you switch over from Baron as he gets some beauty sleep before he gets up.
Good night, Baron. Your skin looks fantastic.
Okay. Thanks, I guess.
I'm
Alright,
sorry.
good night.
Was that?
Yeah.
Oh. I sit down. Before I take my watch, I look at Tiny Fury and say, being a social human is hard. You'd understand.
He kind of looks at you with confusion,
Ah. I forgot.
but
You're a
understanding.
Hmm.
He's got very
I
big
look
eyes.
up.
It's very cute.
He is so cute.
Alright, so with that, your night watch begins. You kind of, you take a good vantage point and you kind of look around and maybe you pace a little bit depending on what you want to do. Is there any...
I'll just sit at the best vantage point.
Alright, so you sit somewhere where you get a very clear view of like your surroundings and the camp and all that sort of stuff. You get a view through the trees, and at this point in the night, there isn't much activity going on at all. It's very dead into the night, kind of approaching very early morning at this point. And you're looking around, and nothing much is going on. It's very dark, very quiet. You see the glow coming from people's tents, and the night passes by peacefully. And at this point, morning starts to set in. The sun begins to rise. How are you guys getting up? Do you want to wake everybody, or
I am awake.
You're
I'll wake everyone.
All right, so you can go wake everybody.
Comes down out of the tree. And
Ilya, come down. Ilya, come down. Ilya.
Yeah, Ilya rejoins the group. Yeah.
Hello. Baron, wake up. Baron. 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 Core. Core. Core.
Core was awake on the first core and now he's just looking.
Ah. Hello. Can you help me wake up Baron, please?
I kick Baron.
Oh.
Baron, are you still sleeping?
Oh no, we've lost.
We've lost him! Baron, we've lost him! He's dead!
I also kick Baron after seeing that Core does it, and I assume it's okay. But my kicks, I think, are stronger. Can I do an attack?
Oh yeah, Core has.
Do you want to do an
-1
unarmed
strength,
strike?
No, we're only level 2. I'll save
so
that.
I do
for the
0
big boys.
bludgeoning damage.
Baron,
Oh, no.
no. Baron, he died. You guys killed him. You kicked him to death.
Oh, he's back. Hello?
Baron,
Hello, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
welcome back.
Okay. Shall we head to the sea slipper?
Cloud kind of wakes up at this point as well, and he kind of sees
Oh.
you guys. What is? Are you okay? So are you carrying Tome of Nature around in the wrapped up in like a bundle?
Should I continue carrying Tome of Nature?
Yeah. Don't leave me like this. I can't move.
I will
Can't we
continue.
just release her into the wild on the atoll?
What would you like to be done with you, Tome of Nature?
I think I want to see a doctor.
Are there doctors in Capital?
I think so.
Are
Cloud
there
kind
doctors on this island?
I I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if we have a proper doctor.
A temple?
Core.
On the whole island, there's no doctors, and now a lot of things are starting to make sense.
Cloud is kind of thinking to himself like, you know, I think Term knew some medicinal stuff, but he's been missing for a while now.
That's helpful. Co-op says for the background.
Oh, it is what it is. And at this point, Captain Stronghand walks back, and he says, "All right, good morning, troops. How are you guys doing? How was the night? How are you all feeling?
Fine.
Good. All right. I'm going to round up those of us who are here. Anybody who isn't going to be coming with us. I noticed that we're missing quite a few people. I don't exactly know how many, but we kind of...
As in, they decided to leave and they didn't tell you? Or as in missing, they've been kidnapped missing?
The kind of... The kidnapped kind of missing. We don't know where they are. We're missing a few soldiers.
Oh.
I'm very chill about this.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Is this a chill thing to be chill about? Core, is this a chill thing to be chill about if people get kidnapped?
Not usually.
Oh, this is not a chill thing.
Well, we don't know where they are. We don't know if they're dead or not. But there isn't much else that I can do at this point. We'll leave all the equipment
not our problem.
here.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think we should leave still.
It's not as though this island is uninhabitable. But they will not probably be able to contact us if we do leave. But we'll leave all the camping equipment and stuff behind, so they know where this is.
Maybe one of them could become a doctor for this island. You should leave a note. They need a doctor.
Ah, yes. Okay, hold on.
Maybe it's our destiny to go save them.
Shut up, Baron. Core's over it now.
Dear.
I'm gonna
Maybe
be
you
right
can
back.
be a
I just
doctor
really
or
need a
something.
chocolate ice cream.
Okay. Jade goes and gets a chocolate ice cream. And I'll wait to transition you because it's really important. How are you guys doing? How's everybody feeling?
Wait, if she's getting chocolate ice cream, I'm gonna go get some blueberries. Be right back.
Okay, do you want to just take like a quick 2-minute break?
Oh, are we taking a break?
Okay.
We are now.
Okay, I'm fine. Oh,
Well, I'll be here. How are you doing?
hello. I'm good. I'm about to eat some. I was gonna eat this quietly in the background. Sorry if I caught thing.
No, that's okay. It's a good excuse to have a break now. We're like an hour in at this point, so it's a good opportunity to. How are you
Oh
feeling?
my gosh,
about
yeah, we
things?
are. I'm feeling good. I'm just annoyed that I don't have my book. I wonder if I threw it away. Or it's somewhere in my files, because I swear I didn't, but it's just not here. So.
That's
oh
so
well.
crazy, but yeah, it happens. That's life.
Mm.
Dude,
That's what people say. What?
my car situation is crazy.
Oh man, I'm so upset for you. It sucks.
Welcome back,
I
Chris.
can't.
I'll tell you what happened because it's crazy. So
Yeah.
I was driving from the city. For context, my car is was 10 years old or something, 11 years old, and I was driving. I get it serviced all the time, making sure the oil is topped up, fuel, everything. Anything goes if it's like a warning light, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check it out. So nothing was wrong with it. It was perfectly fine. I was driving from the city back home, I was driving to my grandma's place actually, because I was with Lily in the morning. This was actually on the brunch day where she was having her birthday get together. I was driving back from that, and I was driving on the freeway back home, and there's a section of the freeway that's like a bridge, and there's no emergency stopping lane there, and I was driving just and then suddenly the car starts going and then turns off while I'm driving it. It's just the motor just goes off, and I was like, huh, okay. So I switched it into neutral so I could just steer it because it goes weird if it's off. So I was like, alright, I'll try to take to the left. But this is peak hour traffic, so I couldn't pull over to the slow lane. So I had to pull over in the fast lane, half in the fast lane, half in this bicycle-sized emergency lane. I was like, okay, this is really dangerous because there's semi-trailers and stuff going by. I'm gonna get out of the car and attempt to join RACV so that they can come tow me. So I got out of the car and I waited. I almost got crashed into 4 times. It was crazy, but I wasn't in the car. Freaking the police came 4 minutes into it, and they're like, "Hey, we noticed you on the cameras. Breakdowns happen here all the time, and they cut off the traffic to push my car to the left-hand side to like a nook where there's like a thing, and then from there the city came and towed me for free to a nearby parking lot, and then from there I got the car checked out, and it turns out the motor like destroyed itself in a way that I couldn't have really fixed. Some gear like broke and a chain slipped, and the pit, I don't understand completely, like the pistons inside the engine that go like there's like a crank underneath it that's meant to be like in sync, and it like started hammering on the things and it just broke everything. So I just have to get a new car basically. So
that's rough, buddy.
What did you drive? What car was it?
I drove a mom car. I drove a 2009 Kia Sorento. If you
how many cars had you? How many Ks did you have on it?
It was like 247,000. So a lot.
That's not even that bad.
It's not that bad.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. It happened out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about that.
I don't understand any of that last bit of the conversation.
Kilometers.
As a non-driving individual.
I am too at this point. All right. So morning sets in. You guys are there. I keep trying to say Captain Featherbeard. Captain Stronghand gathers the troops. He gets his henchmen, his minions together, and he starts sort of heading out of the forest, sort of in the direction of the tavern where you guys came from when you were initially, like when you initially ran into this place. Basically, it's pretty early in the morning, but he's heading off. If you guys follow, then you walk through. You see all the stuff pass by that you saw before. You see the trail where people walk. You kind of see the general areas where you initially ran into that red horse for the first time, without Mr. Scary Dude riding it. Whose name I think you might know actually, maybe, because I think Captain Stronghand mentioned it. I don't remember.
Sorry, what was the scary man's name?
I think he mentioned at the end of last session that they were looking for a suspected person that it could be a man named Calarel.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, a priest.
Calorie.
And he sort of matches-ish the description of this guy, so it's possible, not 100% likely, but that's reasonable to infer from that. So from now on, I'm gonna call him that because it'll make it easier for me. So, Scary Calarel. He's his horse. This is where you ran into him. You kind of walk by and you see the now non-burning, but kind of glowing remains of the swamp. May she rest in peace. Where we had some good memories, good times, and where you killed some of Captain Stronghand's men, technically. It's fine. This is where some of the missing people went. Aside from this, there aren't that many villagers around here. The tavern itself is pretty far off from like the housing and the other parts of the town, so nobody's really making too much of a fuss around here. As you sort of walk, you do see that at this point, while you haven't been around here, 2 boats have already docked or kind of parked as close to the small pier as they could. So they're anchored there. There's 2 ships there, and you do see another 2 ships that haven't docked that are sailing a bit further down the side of the island. They don't look like they're leaving, but they look like they're going to be docking further down. This in total sums to the 4 ships that you were kind of expecting, and you do see a couple of ships there, the 2 that you're expecting, and you can get a pretty good vantage point walking up closer and closer to them. They are made of wood. They have big sails, very big ships, way bigger than the one that Captain Featherbeard brought you here on. They are absolutely massive. They look pretty regal, royal blue sails, white trim. Just looking at all of them have the same sails. They're these sort of big blue sails, white trim. They have a design on them that I think everybody except Emma will recognize, because you guys ran into a wine bottle in session 5.5 that had a sort of outline depiction of a dragonborn head adorned on all these sails. It's what? Shrekamus. It's Shrekamus's army. So for context here, since I haven't actually sent anybody information about Capital yet, like any sort of document, I'll just sort of reveal information as we go along. For all of you who've been there, you know that the meaning behind this, I guess, meaning behind the sails, it represents the royal crown itself, because the royal crown is entirely made up of dragonborn, and that race is pretty much exclusive to the royal family. So there aren't any dragonborn that just wander around in the wilderness, in towns or whatever. They're pretty much centered in capital. And that race exclusively, if you see Dragonborn, you can infer that they're royalty, basically. That's kind of the gist of how it works. And anybody who's not Dragonborn isn't seen that way either. So it's very hard to get into the royal family if you're not already born into it, if that makes sense. Or you don't have that heritage, at least. Moving closer, you kind of follow the troops, and they sort of round up near the boats. There are a few people getting off. You do see a couple guards and a couple people as well. Not that many climbing down these sort of rope ladders. There is one person here who, Ilya, you would recognize. You see... Let me get up my descriptions. You see a very familiar face, an Aasimar, with a very familiar-looking, sweet smile. And he doesn't look like he's noticed you yet, but he's sort of standing in the distance, kind of just taking in the air. But you can see him from this distance.
So y'all see Ilya's tail is just going.
You have two tails?
No, just Ilya's tail is like just
tail. Okay.
flipping around really excitedly.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Are you dying? You're dying. Oh my gosh. Do you want me to swaddle you up like Tome of Nature? That's all I can think to do.
This is really quite comfortable. I wouldn't not recommend. Okay, I'm sorry.
Halfway through all of that, Ilya is like, "Be right back," and just yeets.
All right.
Just running.
So you're running up to. Who is it that you're running up to?
Ilya is running up to his boyfriend, Kitan. And
he greets you with open arms, as he usually does. You know him to be a pretty physically affectionate person, and he seems like he's glowing. It's been a while since you've last seen each other. Not too long, but it's been a little while.
Ilya's just so happy to see a familiar face, and it's just like, why are you here?
He sort of looks to you and looks at the boat. Traveling?
Oh.
What are you doing here?
Accidentally traveling.
You doing okay?
I went to sleep in a box and I woke up here and it's awful.
He sort of chuckles to himself a bit and looks back at you. Sounds like you've had quite an adventure.
Like a bunch of just different emotions just kind of go over Ilya's face, and Ilya's just like...
Sort of pulls out like this... Oh, yeah, also, I mean, I couldn't find much else other than this, like, with this over here. Thought maybe you could make something with this. And he hands you... You know what he hands you.
Yeah.
You recognize it. He hands you a bag of rice.
Ilya's like... And then actually exchanges it for the bag of seeds. The fruit seeds. I don't know, maybe you're going to have something different.
He looks at them and he looks at you and he sort of nods in acknowledgement and sort of puts them away. And he stares at you expectantly.
Maybe we could go somewhere and talk?
Where would you like to go? So looks around. There aren't that many people here, but I mean, we could climb up the rope ladder back into this ship.
Can you wait there a minute?
Yeah, sure, I'll wait here.
Okay. Ilya's gonna rush back to the group real quick. And start pulling stuff out of his pack. Elia's gonna go up to Baron first and say, and just basically kind of take this like rope and just kind of put it in Baron's hands.
Okay.
You've asked me to tie people up many times, and I think you might need this.
Okay.
And
then he.
What's happening? Baron? Ilya?
Yes.
Ilya, what's going on?
I'm not gonna go with you guys to Capital.
What?
And then Elia's going to kind of shuffle Core to the side a little bit and pull out this like very fancy spoon that has like little gems in the handle and say, I know you like gems. This is one of my favorites. Wanted to have it.
Huh? Weren't you the one who wanted to go capital? Why are you leaving?
You can't leave.
Maybe I'll see you guys again.
Don't leave.
And then
Don't leave. Come back.
Take Jade aside a little bit and pull out a little stick with a string and like a tangle of feathers at the end.
Don't leave.
I made this for your cat.
Don't leave.
And I don't know what you expect from me, Jade. I don't know who I'm supposed to be around you. And so I have nothing that I can give you but this. Please don't share this with anyone. Don't address me this way. But my true name is Risa.
Don't leave, Risa.
We backtracked just a little bit to the let's not address me this way.
I thought you meant in front of other people. I'm sorry.
Oh. But I don't think that I'm very confused right now and I need to figure some stuff out.
But people always leave.
But you came back, so maybe I will too.
Oh,
Ilya, I have really only ever met one person before this whole group, and that was Core. And then before that, I only really knew statues. And that's a difficult way to be. So when I joined this group of people, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I was looking for someone who ran away. And when I saw you and I realized you were so similar to me, I kind of saw you as them in a little bit of a way, and they didn't stay, and they didn't treat me very well. And I was looking for reasons for you to... I was just looking for a way to realize you weren't them. And then sometimes you did things that made me believe the opposite. And I found it very hard. I'm sorry for treating you badly. So if you're leaving on my account, please don't.
Sorry, these expressions are me. Um. It's not you. But you helped me realize that I don't know who I am, and I need to find that out. I'm gonna go.
Don't go?
Also, Elia's probably like started, like moved back to the rest of the group. In terms of like the saying, "I'm gonna go."
Kor's ignoring Ilya. He's kind of like stepped back a little bit, and he's mostly looking at Jade.
Okay. I start walking toward the sea slipper.
Yeah, Ilya's gonna go back and head back to Kitan.
Alright. As you sort of head back.
Wait, I think Kor drops the spoon and goes after Jade. Sorry.
Tis what it is.
Oh my gosh, this reminds me so much of Love Island.
No!
It is what it is what they all said. One person said that after they got dumped in the first episode, and now it was just... Sorry.
It's Love Island.
I just remember Helen watching Love Island, and I've never seen someone more shocked in my life.
Oh my god. Alright, Ilya, as you run back, you do see Kitana on board, kind of waving at you as you sort of approach. Do you board?
Yeah.
Alright. So you board the ship. And you sort of... He's looking at you.
Kitan, if I weren't always me, if I were someone else, would you care about me still? Want me still? If I weren't Ilya, if I were... I don't know. I really don't know who I'm supposed to be anymore. And no one would tell me, and I kept fucking up.
And he cuts you off at this point, and he puts an arm on your shoulder. Ilya, why don't you just be yourself?
Because I don't know how. Being with you is close to that I've ever been, I think. I don't know, maybe... If I could stay with you, I could see maybe that's somebody I could all the time. Would that be okay?
Of course. He sort of nods at you and he gives you his smile. And just for that moment in time, it feels like everything might just turn out okay. And at that point, you feel sort of a light, gentle movement before your feet. And before you kind of realize that the ship is starting to move, and it's taking off from the port. Now, as you're setting off, the rest of you, having had Ilya just depart, and Captain Stronghand kind of making sure his troops are all there, hasn't really noticed too much. He looks at the ship and he looks back at you guys and motions to the ship.
I'm already on.
Whoa. Fast, young chap. I wish my legs could carry me that quickly. Are you ready to go?
I turn around and I say, I don't even know how old I am.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. Alright, on board. To capital. And he starts climbing up the rope ladder.
Yay.
Everyone's in such high spirits.
How's Core doing?
Cool.
Core's sitting on the edge of the ship, like,
Cool.
He leans
Cool.
back to, like, look, he, like, leans all the way back to, like, look at Jade.
I lean all the way over. I failed again, Cool.
He turns around to properly talk to Jade. You didn't fail. People just kind of suck. I'm sorry that you're learning this way, but don't expect many people to stay. Except for me, buddy. I won't leave you.
Please don't.
Give Jade a pat on the shoulder.
Cool, can I tell you something?
Shoot.
There was another statue I knew before you.
Not a statue, but
I knew before I knew you as a person.
yeah. I know.
The ways of words are lost on me. I don't know much about them.
It's fine, you're learning.
And they left too. And I tried to stop them because I thought talking would be enough, but it... And then I failed. And then I tried again with Ilya, and I failed. So I'm sorry if you're upset, because it's my fault.
You're usually pretty, like... You're
Bad
very
at
honest.
Ah.
No. You notice a lot of stuff that other people don't. But I think you're pretty wrong about this. So...
Really?
I don't think Ilya left because of you. I think Ilya left because they had things they had to deal with before this shit we've got ourselves in. And it had nothing to do with you. Honestly, I think Ilya kind of liked you.
Oh. Okay.
You're pretty special, Jade.
That's a funny pun. Because that's a kind of Jade, special Jade. But that's okay too. Thank you, Core.
And we'll try
Are you
to have
okay?
Yeah, we'll have a great time in Capital. I know a few people. He just, like, stares off into the distance like, yes, great times. It'll be wonderful.
Okay. I look around for Baron. What's he doing?
Baron is staring off into the distance at yes. He's just looking very absent-minded.
I will go to Baron. Once I know that Core is okay.
Core goes back to staring at you.
Baron.
Huh?
Baron, hello.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
I know I've attacked you once or twice and maybe hurt your feelings. But
Huh?
I like you.
Okay.
Please don't leave.
But you know I love him, right?
Oh. I have no inclinations of that regard at all with anyone. I'm not interested, I think is what I've heard someone say before.
Oh.
I'll leave now. I turn around and go. That went badly.
From under your arm, you hear "Oh, this is so lovely.
Time of nature. Shh.
I can see the sea from here. It's upside down.
No, you can't. That's the hallucinations. Don't go towards the light.
Oh, it's very bright. Oh, that lady over there has similar. Her hair reminds me of Cora's hair.
Oh.
Aelin, are you there?
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh gosh.
As Time of Nature makes this comment, you kind of look around to see what the hey?
Who's got my hair?
Who's got your hair? Who on earth stole?
Calling.
Who stole the Emperor's hair?
Haha.
You look around and you do see a fairly tall, 6'1" individual with
You're so tall.
with light hair. So is it fairly? Aelin, who are they looking at?
They are looking at a, oddly enough, still emerald green skinned.
Oh my gosh, you're the same character.
It's Iliad 2. We made some patches. We took it out of beta.
It's like in Land of the Lustrous when the gems die and they get replaced by new gems 100 years later.
So okay, we had a test run of Iliad, and we've decided from customer feedback we've made Iliad 2.
So you see a woman with emerald green skin and these very interesting looking tiefling horns that are.
It really, Aelin, you have a type. You have a type.
Oh, I do have a type. Oh, but they look to be made out of wood.
They're fake. Oh my gosh, it's an Ilya fake fan.
She's dressed in this very kind of high collared blouse, with the sleeves rolled up, and a full length skirt, and the kind of intricately. Oh yeah, I do have a type. Kind of intricately braided, half up, white curly hair. If she turns and faces you, you see orc tusks, though.
You have a type, Aelin! How many times do I have to say this? You have a type!
Oh, I do.
This is Nazilia Ethla!
This exchange has just gone back and forth about 4 times. I have a type. Yes, I do have a type.
Nazilia Ethla!
Take a shot every time and die.
Aelin has played, around me in D&D, Aelin has played Nazeth, a half-orc who wears full skirts and a high-neck blouse and is green. Ilya, a tiefling with dem horns, who I don't know actually remember what they wore, but they were green. This character, who is all of those things as well, and then also Slayer, whose name ends in a L, and is a
White
tiefling,
hair.
and has white hair, and wears full-length skirts. So I think you really have a type. That being said, everyone has a type, and Lily, I know what yours is too. So I'm slowly collecting.
We still
I
stand.
will just drop a picture of her
yes.
into the chat.
I'll pop this up on stream.
This is yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is cute. I love the pattern. Oh my god, the flowers.
Oh,
Cute.
fake. They're fake horns. That's kind of funny.
They're actually not fake. Those are real horns.
She a
Is
druid.
this Nazef's kid?
Oh wow.
Slowly plugging the pieces
It
together.
is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is actually.
Aelin,
We have a type.
Aelin has a cinematic universe.
I.
This is what I've confirmed.
Okay.
Everything is interlocked.
I'm sorry, Emma.
The Aelin
It's okay.
cinematic universe.
I I personally don't get behind the cinematic universe vibe with characters, but if you guys love that, then go for it. Live your dreams.
I have
And
one child that I
You've
will
one
hire
child.
one day.
I have way too much time on my hands.
Wait a minute, that's fair enough. Live your dreams. Live your
I
universe.
don't, but I still make time to make all these children.
It's the best of pastimes.
Oh my gosh, Aelin, this is so funny to me. It's great. Okay.
So Tome of Nature, who's still under Jade's arm, says, in looking at Aelin's character, "Ah, miss with the beautiful white hair, what is your name?"
Rudriti.
Is it... is there an easier way to say that?
Rudy.
Rudy!
You may call me Triti.
Treaty. I like it.
Is this what Naza sounds like?
Yeah,
No,
basically.
I-
Well,
It's
Aelin.
close.
It's very
Right.
close. I missed that campaign. Anyway, I'm fine.
Now, I, as a druid, may I do a medicine check on?
Druid! I didn't.
Oh,
Sorry.
You
Yeah,
can...
my
It's
time's
okay.
coming out. I get so excited.
I mean, if you want, you can, like, I guess you can go ahead and do a medicine check. If you want to go up and, like, inspect Tome of Nature much closer, it's up to you. If you want to just go up...
We have a druid.
Yes, we have a druid. We have
I'm
a...
so excited.
hey, we have
Thomas?
a 10.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself to be on the receiving end of healing spirit.
Yeah.
As a DM, it's a fun one.
Don't worry. Dude, I'm down. I love chaos. I have accepted my fate.
Druids are very chaotic.
Oh, I also have Balm of the Summer Court, too, so that's fun.
What does that do?
I don't know what that is.
I have a lay on hands pool
Yeah.
that I can use.
What circle? This is meta. Sorry, I won't ask.
It's a Circle of Dreams. It's a Fey one.
That's why you were repping it so hard to me the other day. I get you.
If anyone's wondering, I did design the key.
Ooh, let's have a look.
This is it.
Ooh.
Oh.
I
I
like
like
that. It's fancy.
It's based on a spoon I have.
Cute. Alright. Very unassuming. I like it. Alright. So you want to do your medicine check? Go for it. Is there something specific you're looking for, or are you just overall checking the health of Tome of
I'm
Nature?
checking the health of this person who looks like a molting Aarakocra.
Yeah.
And is wrapped in a bundle underneath statues.
That being
Smuggling
said,
bodies.
I will turn slightly in a protective way with regards to Tome of Nature and be like, what are you doing? What is your business here?
You have a very injured bird person underneath your arm.
He's dead, I'm sorry.
I'm a tabaxi!
She's dead, I'm sorry.
And delusional.
And delusional.
No, I swear. I feel fine. Ish.
I don't think you do. Shh.
You didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
I mean, she smells kind of dead and
Yep.
looks not so well. I am a medic. What can I try and help?
I don't know, what do you get from your what did she get from her medicine thing? I'm just
Uh,
curious.
If you're just taking a cursory glance from a distance, I can also give you information regarding that if you want to do one.
I mean, I rolled an 18 in my medicine 6, so.
Huh! Okay, you know that this boy, question mark, parentheses, question mark, is an undead, and you haven't really come across anything quite like this in your professional career. However, you have sort of studied necromancy a little bit. It's something that there is generally not very much info about, but you get the feeling that maybe this situation isn't totally unsalvageable, although you might not necessarily have the tools to do anything aside from keep her stable, maybe. That's the kind of general impression you get from just looking from a distance with a crazy roll like that.
You said you were a medic.
Mm.
I turned to Core. Didn't Captain Stronghand tell us to find a doctor?
Doctor! Cool, like
Doctor.
that's jazz hands.
I pass Tome of Nature. Be careful with the body. No, it's a bit delicate, but it is yours
And it
now.
smells.
It smells bad.
I
Too.
can
It's
I can
yours
hear
now.
you. It's
Shh. We do this together now.
I feel like
Will you?
Best friends shush corpses together.
That's the line.
that's a shirt. That should be a shirt.
Will you?
Oh no.
Will you help me carry her to
Yeah,
my?
Yes.
You do have some quarters
Place
there. You have like a sort of
Yeah.
a medical facility there. It's not super
Baron.
robust, but you have like a first aid kit and that sort of stuff.
Baron,
Yeah.
Baron, would you like
What?
to come with us to the medic?
One medic? What?
We're taking Tome of Nature to a medic.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Good content. I don't know why I say it as my. Anyway. Okay. Yes.
I get very strong. I don't know about you. I feel like I'm getting Neff vibes from Time of Nature at this point.
Yes, I think there is a.
What's happening? It's
I
just
think there is a insert.
I need a healing word. 4th level. No, so you guys walk down. If you're just walking straight to the medic, as you sort of walk, you do notice a few characters sort of on board the ship. You do see like general kind of helping hands, cleaning stuff. It's a very big deck.
Helping Hands is the name of my next D&D character. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
What?
Yes!
Oh no!
Thank you.
Oh, this is so cursed.
No, it's my naming convention.
All right. As you're looking around, as you're walking kind of towards the door to the entryway, well, a door to an entryway. The door is the entryway. Into the ship, I guess. As you walk across the deck, you kind of walk past the masts, and you see a few people kind of cleaning, and it looks like Captain Stronghand is there with his troops. He seems to be reprimanding them for something. Can't really tell what. He's just kind of being very loud and passionate, not very angry, so maybe he's not necessarily telling them off for anything, but it's hard to tell. Walking past, near the door where you kind of walk to, as you're kind of getting ready to head down into the deck, or underneath the deck, into the ship itself to find the medic's quarters, you do walk past a very interesting looking couple of characters. You see a very, 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 very short and angry looking, but passive dwarf.
Eric!
He looks like he's balding. He looks like he looks like he's ready to fight, but you know, he's maybe holding himself back. Next to him you see a much taller, giant, very friendly looking rat man.
Ooh.
Imagine like Disneyland, somebody's dressing up as a rat from one of the Disney movies. This is kind of that's kind of what he looks like. And he looks kind of friendly despite being a giant rat. And he's holding a big musical instrument. Baron, if you were walking by as well, then you would recognize this to be a tuba. It's big. It's a big honking instrument.
He's a rat with a tuba.
And the
Tuba
dwarf
rat.
seems to be inspecting like a tambourine. And the rest kind of standing next to each other. They look like they're kind of together in some way. Anyway,
Are they a band?
do you want to ask him?
Are you a band?
And immediately they both look at you. The tall rat guy seems to be, he sort of gently turns his head, while the dwarf kind of angrily turns his entire body to face you. He's very small, so a small turn of his head is like turning his entire body. He's very short.
I lean because I'm 6'7".
Oh, are you making fun of me?
You're 2 feet taller than Core. Okay.
Oi, wise guy, are you trying to make fun of me?
Oh yes.
He's kind of squinting.
Oh my god.
Oh yes.
And then,
I'm
as he says this,
asking
the giant rat man turns and kind of
How
pets him.
giant is the giant rat man?
He's maybe 6'8".
I look up for the first time in many years.
And he looks down and he leans over and pets very gently the dwarf on his head and he says, "Calm down, my friend. It's okay. We are a traveling band together. This is my friend. Would you like to introduce yourself to the strangers? They seem very kind. They're just asking a question. It's calm down. It's not intense
What's
yet.
your name? Does your name perhaps begin with a D and end in an L?
My name is Mort.
Maud.
Mort. M-O-R-T. I'll have you know. He's small. He's a real small fury.
Did you know that Mort is abyssal for dead?
I did not know.
No, but that was a joke because mort is the French word for death.
Oh, is it really? That's great. I love
Yeah,
it.
it really is.
My name is Frederick von Bananenbieger.
Frederick von Blandenbeger.
Bananenbieger. Is that so?
Bananenbeger.
Yes, you can just call me Frederick.
I
It's
got
a
it.
bit hard. I don't.
Freddy?
sorry.
Freddy, can I call you Freddy?
You can call me Freddy. I appreciate this form of a social nickname you call it. I like it. Freddy is my name. Mort, did you hear? I am making friends. See, it's not that hard. You should try. Stop being so angry. Calm down, okay? Sorry about him.
I look at the angry little dwarf and smile.
He looks at you very angrily. Do you want to roll a charisma check?
Can I wink at him?
You can wink at him. Go for it.
Yeah. Where is my... Wait, charisma's okay. Okay. 18.
18? You're right. I don't like the tall one.
Oh.
He's making fun of me.
Package deal. My package deal. I link arms with Jade. It's kind of like this.
You see, Jade makes very few expressions, full stop. But there's a twitch in his eye that lets you know he's very happy that you said that.
Oh. Oh, where do you to?
Do you guys
Where?
play?
Ah, yes,
Play.
we do play. We play nice song.
Oh.
We provide
Our
the...
friend Baron plays as well.
Ah,
Isn't that right,
Baron, what do you play?
I play viol.
Ah, yes, I've heard of viol. Beautiful instrument. I've never played myself, but it sounds wonderful. Maybe you should join us for band. Mort, what do you think? Third person. We can't go wrong. You should join us sometime.
We've got time to pass.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. That will take my mind off something.
That would be fun. Well, you see, we do want to play, but we are in a conundrum at the moment. You see, I want to play the tuba, but the tuba needs cleaning, and I've lost my tuba cleaner.
What a travesty.
Yes.
Okay.
Are
Have
you heroes? Heroes. We need you. My tuba cleaner is lost. I had it here 1 minute and now it's gone. Mort doesn't know where it went.
Is this a mini game?
Freddie.
It is.
Yes,
Freddie.
what is your name? Short one.
My name is. Oh. I walk away.
Oh no.
I pull Jade back. That was
Oh.
not an insult.
Sorry, I am not.
Very tall.
My skills in socializing is how you say not good, not good.
Hey, you
Bad.
can learn together.
I apologize.
Oh,
I learned
I'm
from Mort.
sorry. I thought you weren't asking my name, but you were asking. I look over at Core. His name.
I would like to know both your names.
Oh, my name is Jade Statue.
Oh, hello, Jade. Statue. Nice to meet you. And you? And he points to Core.
My name is Rock.
Rock. Like the stone. I like it.
His
Oh,
last name
okay.
is Paper Scissors.
Are okay. I think I'm doing okay myself. Are you okay?
No, it's R-O-K.
I was making from where I come from, we call it humor is okay. Don't I apologize. I'm not. It's fine. What about?
It was very funny.
Oh, Mort, see, I know how to make I tell Mort never finds me funny. What about your other friends?
I bend backwards to look at them.
I look at Baron because I don't know I don't know.
You are Baron. Yes,
I forgot your name.
You are the musical one. What about the who are you? You and the one you are carrying, and he's pointing at Aelin.
Okay. I am Triti.
Pretty nice to meet you. You are very easy to pronounce name. Hello? Who is your bundled friend?
I shortened it to make it easier.
They are dead.
I am also shortened. I am Freddy. We can be short together, as they say. Aha! Who is your... Who is your bundled friend? You can call me Time.
This is so you have your problem with the tuber. We have our problem with this friend person is
Death.
they're dead in the dead body of
You
our
trying
friend.
to kill him? What are you doing with that person?
No, they are 100% dead already.
I could have sworn I just heard him talking. I don't think you could pull the wool over my eyes. Freddy, let me at him. Freddy, let me at him. Mort, calm down. Calm down.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Dead
he gets.
Dead bodies do the talking.
Yes. I sincerely apologize. Mort, stop. No, Mort. He gets like that sometimes. I'm sorry. And who is
have our bad days.
who is these over there? And Cloud is kind of just like shyly has been like kind of trailing behind you, not really saying much. He's kind of looking around the ship. Cloud. I'm also a tabaxi, and he looks at Tome of Nature, and then he looks up at Freddy. Okay. Well, okay, very large variety. Okay, I understand. Everyone has their issues.
This is Baron. I point to Baron. I don't think he introduced himself.
Baron, hello! You are
He's
musical,
my
yes.
favorite NPC. Just saying. I love Freddy. I'm ready to die for Freddy.
Very much.
You know what I was like in the chat? I was like designing characters around accents.
Yep.
I was talking to myself in the shower. I'm like, I have to do this now.
Hello.
That's how I sometimes talk to myself in the mirror as different NPCs.
I do that now too.
Just because I need to get into their mind space. This is a secret I'm gonna tell you. Because it's really hard to get into the mindset of disliking Brian, I talk as Roll Me the most in the mirror.
That's so sad! What?
Brian's father dislikes him.
What?
No, it's just the tone with him is so negative
Oh man.
that like it's hard to get into that mindset. So I talk. What I essentially do is talk shit about Brian's secret past he doesn't know about as Roll Me.
Oh man.
Ouch! You know that
Oh,
Thomas and I talk to each other in Danielle's accent
That's really
Quite a
cool.
quite a lot.
I do like that very much.
I love it, dude. Daniel is like, you can shove her into real life situations so easily.
Yeah.
It's
Everything in
amazing.
Danielle's
I
accent
love
just
it.
sounds- Yeah.
I'm a princess.
it.
Move.
That one. I'm a princess. We say that like every day.
So fun. Big fans. We're big fans. Big stands.
Freddy is. I need to learn Freddy now because I like this very much.
Me
Anyway.
possible.
Well, I will leave you to if you find my tuba cleaner, we'll be very grateful. We need it for the performance. My tuba sounds not good. Listen. See, that's the clean. He sort of nods. He nods to you and he looks at the tuba like, Mort's kind of just like an angry bull on the ground. A bull. He's like 3 feet tall.
I am very invested in finding this tuba cleaner.
Well, thank you. That makes me happy to hear.
Where was the last place you saw your tuba cleaner?
He looks at Mort. He looks back.
Mort.
I don't like that.
I live.
That's so distressed, Thomas.
You see, it's a funny story. I
Sorry, Thomas. It's not. No, please.
See,
I'm having flashbacks to other conversations. I need to leave for a second.
what?
Tell me the story, please. I need to know all the information I can. I am a detective now who would like to join my detective agency. Core is obviously in.
So here's what happened. Mort was sleeping. You see, we have hammocks downstairs under deck, where
We're hammock buddies.
we are sleep. He sleep on the top hammock. I sleep on the bottom. It is a lot easier for him to get up than it is for me to. But I woke up one morning, little bit earlier. Mort was still asleep, and I pulled a gaff on Mort. I hit him right in the face with my tuba cleaner, and he woke up and he was so angry. You should have seen his face. And I don't know where it went after that. That's the last time I see my tuba cleaner. Mort, isn't that right? Mort's just looking very angrily at Freddy. Yes, right.
Was he still in the hammock when you hit him in the face with your...
Yeah, I was.
Okay. And can I see on his face? Is there a bruise, an imprint?
No.
No?
Not I mean, do you wanna roll to investigate
Just grab
perception?
his face and like.
Yes, please.
He's bald, so you have a very good view of his head.
17 plus perception is 421.
21. His head is shiny, round like a bowling ball, and flawless. No bruise marks to be seen.
That's a bizarre description.
He's a bizarre guy.
Flawless. It's just a word. Okay.
You know how some people have like very, very round heads? His is the roundest you've ever seen.
I will find your tuba cleaner. Where is your cabin?
Alright, it's down. When you hit the cabins, it's the one at the very end.
Okay. I turn to the others. Everyone. I have to bring justice to this tuba cleaner.
Has he
Do you
tried
want to help
dunking
your
it?
dead friends first?
They're a lost cause though, you see, so you can take them. We were planning on just leaving them with the doctor anyway. Shh. How many times do we have to shh?
Oh, okay.
Tome of nature, you've passed into the next realm.
I'm still here. It's okay. I think I'm getting better.
Why don't you ask our new friend Dietrich?
Am I getting better?
Is she getting better?
You don't know what she looked like before, so you don't have a point of reference. But you can go check her out.
She's not getting better.
If I stabilize her, she extra hands to help look for tuba.
Hey.
That is a very compelling argument. I am not trying to stop you from stabilizing her, but good luck.
All right.
Shall we?
I want to see some healing.
So, if you guys.
Baron, would you like to help me look for tuba cleaner?
I guess so.
Baron, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, wow.
Camping. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Australians rubbing off.
Yeah, and that was accidental.
I'm sorry, my Australian rubbed off on you a little bit. I apologize. So, do you guys want to split up, or how do you want to do this?
Sure.
All right. So who's heading to the medic's place?
I'll go with the lady with the pretty hair.
With Dreedy.
He's making mental
Vrudriti.
notes of how to steal her appearance. He's just watching her.
Just yank her hair off.
Oh my
He doesn't
god,
need
that's
to.
kind of brutal. All right, so Vrudriti and Core. Am I pronouncing that right? Vrudriti? Vrudriti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Judy.
Just double making sure. If I say it wrong, just be like, "Oi, motherfucker!" No.
Thomas.
Mike, do it only
Like,
time.
I understand it is a mouthful.
No, it's fun.
Vrudriti.
It's easier to say in. It's actually easier to say in Freddy's accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so the two of you, you head to the medic's cabin, and the other two of you, you're going on a quest to find this tuba cleaner. All right.
Yep.
So let's split off with, you know what? this is how I've got an idea. How about you both, your parties, elect one representative to roll a d6, and whoever gets higher is who we're going to cut to first.
Queenie, do you want to do it?
Or
Aelin?
Sure, I will roll one of the new dice.
All right, let the games begin.
It's a 1.
Is it 1? Okay. Queenie.
Oh,
Queenie.
I got a 6.
Oh,
shit.
a nat 6.
okay.
All right, so
Sugar cleaner.
Baron and Jade,
Yes.
a dubious duo indeed. You guys head down, and you very quickly realize that you have no idea how to navigate this ship because you've never been here. This is very foreign territory. This is much unlike Captain Featherbeard's. But as you sort of walk down and you sort of try to guide yourselves right after getting separated from the others, you walk through and you see doors all over. There seems to be hallways, doors, rooms that are closed off. If you want to kind of head for the bigger sort of doors to find some sort of interesting places. I mean, where do you want to head to? What kind of things are you looking out for when you're navigating this blindly?
A person.
A person? All right, Core, is there anything... I mean, sorry, Baron, you're looking out for a person as well? All right. As you walk through, you kind of walk for a bit. You walk through a couple archways, not really entering any doors as such. Walking down a sort of long hallway with rooms on either side. You do eventually run into a Dragonborn in very regal blue and white armor. Very heavily armored, sword by their side. They're looking like they're sort of just patrolling the hallway. And they sort of notice you and they sort of calmly, keep walking.
Hello.
Tries to sneak and hide in a corner, and I'm gonna roll a stealth.
Alright, you roll...
I'll try and get their attention.
Alright, so Baron, you try roll a stealth to hide in this narrow hallway. And this very well lit narrow hallway. He sort of he acknowledges Jade and looks you up and down as you're quite a lot taller than this person, than this Dragonborn. Hello?
Hello.
Are you lost?
Wait, okay, I have a question first.
Yeah.
Because I do wear the key quite visibly, because I do not wear shirts around my neck. Did he look at it at all?
He didn't seem to kind of like... He sort of scanned over you just in general, but he didn't seem to notice anything.
Okay. Alright, so I say, can you tell me where the bunks are?
The bunks? You mean the ones you sleep in? And as he sort of asks you this question, Quinny, how is your roll for stealth? Just out of curiosity.
19.
19? Whoo! Okay, so you managed to do some, you managed to just kind of swerve your way around, and you see, a sort of a door creaked open, so your first instinct in that moment, because there aren't many other opportunities, is to just sort of hide in that room. So you slip through and you hide behind the door in some room of some kind that's kind of dimly lit. And you've got kind of a view out of the hallway, and you get the impression that you're not really being seen. And this guard seems to be distracted by Jade's conversation. If you just want to look and observe for now, then we can see how Jade's interaction goes. Say again. You got...
I put on my
Actually, how are you disguising yourself?
My armor's magic word, which was... What was it? Fuck! It was something. Well, I say it.
Wait, what's your armor's magic word?
Zinger.
Oh, God! No!
Okay, so you say your armor's magic word, and what are you transforming it into?
He is wearing a large trench coat and a top hat and
You're the most suspicious looking person ever. Alright, you look like one of those, you know how there's those cartoon depictions of two kids that are standing on top of each other and they're wearing a huge trench coat? You kind of look like that.
That's exactly what I was going to go for.
Alright. Do you want to do a performance check to see how well you're doing it?
Okay.
Or you can do deception as well. I will take either of those two.
8.
8? You think you're doing a good job. You're convinced that this is pretty good, but you're not 100% sure that you'll blend into every crowd necessarily, but you think you're doing an alright job. Meanwhile, in this conversation, you hear all of this, by the way, because you're close enough. The Dragonborn kind of he's looking at you, Jade, and he asks for clarification. You mean the sleeping quarters?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. It's you're actually heading in the correct direction. They're just further down this hallway. Take a left. It's a big open archway. Head a bit further down. Take a right. Take another left. Then you'll see a door on your right hand side. Don't take that door. Walk a little bit further. There's another door. That door has a nice little emblem on it, and it's like an emblem of like a kettle. That's not the room you want. Instead, exactly opposite that, there's a hallway heading down, and on the end of that hallway is another archway. And if you turn right after that archway, there's another door, and that's the door that leads to the bunks. Or I can just take you there.
Yes, please.
Okay. And he sort of like turns around.
What is your name, sir?
Oh, yes, my name. I have one of those. It's Ilsu.
Ilsu. My name is Jade Statue.
Jade Statue. Nice to meet you. And he's gonna quickly he's gonna look you over.
Mm-hmm.
And he notices the key. And you kind of, you see him look at it for a moment, but he doesn't really say anything. He just sort of smiles. Right this way, follow me.
Do you understand the significance of this?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
And he's just smiling at you and kind of nodding. And he's like, eh? And then he kind of turns around and he's like leading you.
Can I assume I know who you work for?
Who I work for? Well, I mean, we'll work for the crown.
That's what I thought.
And it's a big emblem on the chest here, and it's like he's pointing to the picture again. It's like on the sails. It's like the little dragonborn head.
I was trying to make a funny humor, but that didn't.
He looks at the key and he looks back at you.
It's very obvious that
No, it's quite all right. No, it's very funny. I'm sorry.
I start looking around for Core. I need help. I look around for Baron. I need help. Do I know what Baron's done?
Baron, are you falling behind it?
I got real low on my perception. I don't know if I see him anymore.
I'm stealthy behind it.
What did you roll in your perception out of curiosity?
11.
11, you don't see him.
I'm alone.
Yeah, I'm just...
Are you just like sneaking behind in your massive... You rolled really well with stealth, but you're like wearing this trench coat. So you're stealthing around, you got your trench coat. Are you just following directly behind them?
Yeah, but a couple of like 10 feet away.
Okay, so you're pretty far away, and you kind of, you're following around, and you're following at a noticeable distance. If you were spotted, this would look extremely suspicious because you're effectively stalking them. But you're following behind them in a massive trench coat and your top hat, and you work your way all the way up to the bedroom. Meanwhile, Kor and Vridridi, how are you guys doing? What are you guys up to?
One sec.
All good. I'm gonna say also that Cloud is coming to check up on the Tome of Nature with you guys. He seemed to be kind of more so concerned about Tome of Nature's well-being rather than the tuba cleaner, but he understands that you guys are very emotionally invested in the outcome of that side quest, so he follows with you. How are you guys going? So you guys are walking and you take all the correct paths. Vridridi, you've been not necessarily on this ship a lot, but having just switched over from one of the other vessels, the layout on the inside is pretty much the same. They're all kind of built to the same specifications with some minor differences. So you know where the medics' kind of quarters are. So you head down a series of lengthy and confusing, winding, maze-like corridors. It seems like it's almost impossible to figure out how to get through here with no signs or anything. But you manage to make it through, and you eventually work your way up to an area, kind of like an archway that seems to lead into a very small room at the end of a hallway. It kind of, after a series of many doors on either side, with a sort of red plus symbol. Which is it's the universal symbol for Switzerland. No, it's for state. So you guys make your way there, and you've got your quarters there. So looking around, what you see your kind of medical cabinets and a lot of different medical apparatuses, apparati. I don't know what the plural is.
Apparatus.
It's
just the same.
Is this the same?
Yep.
That's really not as colorful as I was hoping. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I know.
apparatus. So you see all that stuff, all that janky doctor stuff that you use. You have kind of a big, what could be looked at as an operating table in the middle. It's not super robust. It's just kind of like a wooden dining table that you can use for that function if you wish. It's big enough to lay a body down on. Aside from that, the rest of the room is pretty small. There are a couple chairs on either side, and you've got a lot of coats and cabinets and stuff if you wish to browse through them. Yeah, having been here specifically on this ship already, having inspected it, you would know that it's full of exclusively like medical equipment. So what do you want to do? Cloud is with you as well.
May I unblanket Tome of Nature and get a proper medicine check on.
Yeah, go for it.
I like peer around like the.
There are seats you may sit.
Oh joy!
I'll have a seat as well. Corey, do you mind if I
Cole
sit
like
next
pulls
to you?
his knees up like.
That is a 22.
Ooh, pretty good. Cloud is also he's gonna curl up like a cat, kind of, on the chair right next to Core. So he's just curled up. He's like, you know how some of his cats try to get into boxes that are like very clearly too small for them. He's doing this to the chair. He's like squeezing himself right in between the armrests.
Can I?
That's cute.
Can I pat him?
Yeah, you can pet him. He starts sort of like, almost as if like he has no control over it. Kind of makes a sort of sound. He's like, pardon me. Sorry.
I keep petting him. I love cats.
He seems to like
I will
it.
give that trait to all of my characters.
It's a good universal trait. For
Also, the
Dridi,
giggling was just me. Dridi doesn't actually react.
it's like, yes, this is serious
Hey,
business.
Dridi hates cats.
Oh no!
No, Dridi likes it. Dridi just doesn't react. Dridi's busy doing medical things.
I have a few cats already in this campaign. I'm living the dream.
I know you are.
So you lay down Tome of Nature on the counter, and with your medicine check, you kind of inspect Tome of Nature, and you gain quite a bit of insight from what's been done. It looks like, from what you can tell, from kind of looking Tome of Nature up and down and kind of inspecting the scars and stitches and all that sort of stuff, that Tome of Nature has been stitched together from almost, but just barely compatible body parts, it seems like. Now you haven't made an incision yet, unless you want to do that later. But just looking at it, it seems like that this probably goes internally as well. You can see patches of skin where vital organs would be, like in areas where the heart would be, the pancreas, the stomach, and all that sort of stuff. So it looks like some sort of experimentation has almost been done. It looks like this wasn't a medical procedure done to necessarily preserve life. This is more something that was just done out of maybe even sheer curiosity. There was a lot of stitching and repair work done around the head area. It looks like from your inspection that maybe the skull was repaired and kind of reconstructed. You can't tell exactly from what, but that's what you get from the outside. But surprisingly, the body's holding up pretty well in most areas. There are patches of skin that seem to be kind of a little bit more dehydrated than others, but it doesn't seem to be decaying as much as you would expect for a body that's had something like this done to it.
Okay, can I do narrative heals?
Narrative heals.
I assume that like an actual cure wounds spell is not actually going to do anything.
Right.
But can I use some of my like healing Fey energy to attempt to?
You could make all the individual pieces on the outside probably healthy enough again that it's a significant improvement and doesn't cause Tome of Nature as much pain as it's probably causing her at the moment. If you want to make any permanent changes, you'd probably have to redo a lot of the stitching work if you want to do that. Which you could do, but it would take a while. Maybe a good short rest.
A short rest is only an hour.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
This is without actually like doing any sort of major surgery or anything like this. This is just be to unstitch things and like redo the stitching, because the stitching seems to be like it was done by somebody who isn't a medical professional, let's say.
How is it specifically you would like me to help your friend? I can make things better. I
Cla-
can't. This is kind of corpse, and I can't
Mhm.
exactly
No, yeah, I know.
Yes.
as good as possible.
Um. She was a tabaxi at one point. I think you can probably tell now that she does not resemble
She's
a
not now.
tabaxi. Yes. I think she's still got the brain of a tabaxi. I don't know if that information will necessarily help, but just letting you know. Is there what can you do?
I can make her live a little bit longer.
With magic.
And the other things, yes.
Core like scoots his chair closer to take like front row seats.
Cloud isn't really inching too much closer. He's just sort of like looking from a respectable distance.
Core doesn't know what respectable is. He's just like,
That's such a quote.
But Core, you would notice that the body does smell a lot less than it was before. Now,
hey, she stinks less. Did you do something?
Oh,
and it seems like that she doesn't look like she was in as bad a condition as she was before. You can't really necessarily tell why, just from having a look, but this is maybe as well information that Vidrudi wouldn't necessarily know, not having a point of reference from before you brought the body. Cloud sort of
She
looks
used
over.
to smell worse, if you can believe it.
Well, is corpse, so.
Is corpse is smelly. It's one of the axioms of
Core's
life.
like turned his chair around and he's like leaning on the back, just like watching.
Well, if you could extend her life just a little bit longer, I think that might help. Maybe we can get her to Capital and see if there's anything there. I mean,
They have museums in Capital.
Oh
Sorry.
yes, they do.
Hmm.
I haven't actually ever been. Are you suggesting we put her in a museum?
Ah.
Is that what you're suggesting? That sounds
No.
okay. Phew.
She's not old enough to go in a museum yet. You had to mummify a little bit first.
My God, what was that? Who said that?
I'm not.
So if you want,
Yeah,
you can
so-
kind of begin like healing if you want to do that, and I'll let you kind of redo the stitches if you want to as well, and that'll extend from your perspective, from what you can tell from the procedure. It'll probably extend Tome of Nature's life quite a bit longer because it seems like a lot of the decaying and stuff is done from just amateur work. So you can fix up a lot of the superficial stuff at least, if not the organs on the boat.
I will do that then. If I'm actually going to be doing anything like the stitching and stuff, I may kind of pass, like you said, there was like some like coats and stuff. I was just gonna pass that to Core and Cloud
Okay.
so that they don't get messy.
Yeah, fair. They're sort of
Is
like
it like a raincoat? Like...
yeah, kind of. It's like a full body coat.
Core like bundles up on it and leaves a little oval for his face. Like
It's like a poncho, but it's got like sleeves that you can put your hands through, and then gloves attached to the sleeves at the end. So it's like a full-on covered sort of thing. And Cloud puts one on as well. And
is Trudy using magic to do the healing? Or just
She's going to be using the Balm of the Summer to spend D6s, as well as the restitching.
can I do a vague arcana check just to see what I can learn about this person and their magic?
yeah,
Thomas. Okay. 11 plus 5, 16.
16. You're a very proficient magic user yourself. Arcane interests are your specialty, so I think you get a pretty clear idea of at least what's going on here with the magic that Vidrudi would be using. As far as anything past that, you do sense a very faint sort of magical aura surrounding Tome of Nature herself, although it seems a lot fainter than it was before. I think did you Arcana check earlier when you guys first ran into Tome of Nature?
I feel like you probably would have.
If you did, and I'm saying that even if we didn't, we can retroactively say that you would have. Because I feel like it might have come up.
Arcana checks a lot of things, so.
Yeah. Arcana checking now, there is like a very faint magical presence. It seems like it's a sort of positive life force sort of energy that you can't tell much about aside from that, but it seems to be protecting and even like repairing a little bit a tome of nature. That's kind of what you garner from your Arcana check in general. Aside from that, Cloud himself, very non-magical. There isn't much else coming from him. You do sense a general sort of magic around in the air on the ship itself, but aside from you guys, there isn't a whole lot of magical energy.
Okay. I'm just watching Drudy with like very keen interest.
Alright, so you guys are doing that. Back to...
Judy, there is no war in Passing Say. That was stupid.
Avatar. I feel like rewatching now. You guys have been everybody's been rewatching it.
It was really good. I started something, what can I say?
Oh my god. After exam, we should do like a marathon where we just all watch it. Like over Discord or something. That'd be fun.
As soon as it came out, I was like, yes. Thank you.
That'd be good.
Bringing me my favorite show.
Alright.
Sorry, what was that?
Baron, Jade, you guys have been brought by Ilsu, the Dragonborn warrior, appears to be, can't really tell, but guard nonetheless, to the sleeping quarters. Now the sleeping quarters themselves are like a stretched out sort of series of rooms on either side. Left and right you can kind of see there's doors that seem to be closed on all of them. Then much further down you have a series of hammocks, and you kind of get the impression that maybe staff members, not the royal family themselves or the royal guard, sleep further down the corridor in the hammock area where there isn't a whole lot of privacy, whereas closer to this side where the rooms are and separated from each other, it's probably where the guards sleep. And also with how the exteriors of the doors are kind of more ornately decorated. That's the kind of impression that you garner. What do you guys do?
I will ask Ilsu. You work on this ship?
Yes. Well, in general, I work for the Royal Naval Forces. This is just one of my many duties, but I don't work on this ship specifically. If that's what you're asking, I will be for this voyage. Pardon my my ambiguity.
That's fine. We are on a very important mission at this very moment.
Right.
It's
As are we.
We are attempting to... is... Eileen, and perhaps is our mission the same?
Tell me about your mission.
We are on the lookout for a very important lost object.
Okay.
And your mission?
I have a feeling our missions are a little bit different, but tell me about this lost object. What are you two looking for?
We are looking for...
Wait, I'm stealthed.
You're not... Yeah, you're not... You can't...
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We are looking for a bottle of tuber cleaner.
A bottle of tuber cleaner.
Yes.
I don't know what tuber cleaner is.
Like a cleaning liquid for a tuber.
Okay. Baron, hearing this, I want you to make an intelligence check.
Okay. Yeah. 6.
6? Yeah, you're not really quite sure what
Yes.
a tuber cleaner is, or what tuber cleaner is. As far as you know, you're looking for some liquid. He kind of looks to you, and he looks around. I haven't seen a rogue bottle anywhere, but you're welcome to look around here if you like. Just don't disturb the personal artifacts of our stuff. There is also a lost and found in a lower deck.
Oh, okay.
If you want to check there.
Thank you. I am actually curious though. What is your mission?
Our mission has changed a little bit since our voyage began. We're kind of here we're on the lookout for a criminal, essentially.
Who is the criminal? Do you have a wanted poster so I can be aware?
We used to have a wanted poster, but that wanted poster has had errors that we've been notified about, so we don't currently have one. We did send out one earlier, but we're looking for a tabaxi, and we've been informed that we had the wrong identity. We're looking for somebody called Tome of Secrets, but I wouldn't expect you to know who that is.
I've met this person before, haven't I?
Yeah, you have.
I've met this person before.
You've met Tome of Secrets?
Yes.
Come with me.
Oh, but the tuba cleaner, I say, as I walk. I do follow you, but tuba cleaner.
Oh, well,
Hiding spot does a huge face palm and goes, "Oh my god," and then
and then what?
he just like continues stealthing behind, but he is like having a very bad feeling.
Okay. He sort of looks back to you and says, well, if you really need to find this tuba cleaner, is it that you're looking for?
Yes.
I can leave you to it. You can find me in my office, really. Or patrolling down the hallway that you initially saw me. That's just where I'll be around this sort of area.
I will probably get lost. Can you show me where your office is?
Yeah, sure. And he points to a door right beside him. It's here. And he just sort of knocks on the door. It's this one.
Okay.
It's the very first door on the right. Can't miss it.
Okay.
And I've got a cute little pink heart, sort of nailed to the door. It sort of separates my room from the others, so you can
is
find
that
me
your
here.
personal flair?
Well, my daughter made it for me. I just carry it with me. It's just like good luck charm.
That's nice.
Yeah, I feel bad that I have to
Treat
nail
your
it. Treat your
family right.
Yes, of course.
Family must always be there for each other.
Yes, through thick and thin.
Yes, and through crime and justice.
Yes, of course.
And harboring fugitives. Tuba cleaner. Goodbye.
Well,
I begin to walk away.
okay. Right. And he sort of turns around and he starts walking back. All right, where do you want to have a look? Also, Baron, you see from your point of view that the guard sort of leaves the area and you've got the room to yourselves. Do you want to investigate or do you want to stay stealthed?
Baron.
Yeah, I come out of stealth in costume.
Oh.
Hello.
It's you. Had such a convincing look. I was confused. Is it you?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it's me.
Okay.
I'm here where I have to pretend that it's almost Halloween. I have to cosplay. This is why I'm.
Should I dress up?
No, you look like a Halloween costume yourself.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm always Halloween.
Yes, Halloween is very happy.
I point to myself and I say, so this is Halloween.
What?
Anyway, but we have to find this tuba cleaner and then we have to go and talk to that man.
Let's find the tuba cleaner.
Okay. To the bard's cabin. Bard's cabin. Do. We go there.
Okay, so you're walking sort of down, and you head down to the end, and you see the hammocks where he sort of described kind of towards the very end. There's like a series of hammocks, a couple of them pushed off to the side. You do see there another 3 tambourines. Now, when you initially ran into the 2 of them, the dwarf did have a tambourine with him, so you can presume that these are probably his. Looking around here, you don't see anything that looks like tuba cleaner. Do you guys want to roll an investigation check both for me?
Can I roll an intelligence check to see if I know what tuba cleaner looks like?
Yeah, go for it.
Dude, my
Intelligence
has not been on point.
Let me see. Just an intelligence?
You can roll a history if you want to see if you've ever read about it.
12.
12?
Yeah.
You're not quite sure, but you get the feeling that it might not actually be a liquid or a bottle of liquid.
Oh, I made a mistake.
You might be looking for like an instrument. You have a feeling of some kind.
Okay.
Not an instrument like
Then
a
I'll make-
instrument, but like an instrument that you use to do something with, like a tool.
Then I will make a perception check looking for a whole manner of items. Or an investigation?
Yeah, well, up to you, investigation or perception.
Perception.
Alright.
21.
21. And Baron, are you rolling for perception or investigation?
5, so for investigation.
Alright, what do you get for investigation?
Yeah, I got a 5 for
Oh,
investigation.
a 5? Alright.
Oh my gosh, Baron!
You are looking around. You are 100% convinced that you're looking for a bottle, and you find some alcohol, find some water, you find bottled juices of varying descriptions, but nothing that seems to even remotely resemble tube cleaner. Jade, you sort of look around, and you initially kind of look for this bottle of cleaning fluid that you've got in your mind. You visualize what you're looking for, and you're looking around. You don't really see anything that sort of matches that description, but you do see behind one of the bunks something that does stick out. It looks like a very big, sort of bendy feather duster, and that seems to stick out quite a bit. That seems to be kind of rolled back behind some of the other bunks. If you want, you can come check that out and pick it up and have a look.
Me?
Yep.
Yes.
So you go over, you pick it up. It looks like a very big feather duster. The handle of it seems like it's sort of bendy. It's kind of like a pipe cleaner, so you can bend it and it'll sort of stay bent. It's very thick and fluffy on one end, and is kind of just like a wiry handle on the other. It seems to be very crudely made. But this looks like something that could maybe be used to clean a tuba. Were you to shove the fluffy bit into the horn.
Right. I found it.
What?
I think this is a tuba cleaner.
Bottle of liquid! And he holds up a bottle of alcohol. I found it.
Oh. We could bring both and see what it is.
If you're sure, I mean, we can use this as a weapon.
We could. We could do this. Yes. Is there anything else in this room that looks bizarre or strange? Or out of place?
It's a whole lot of personal artifacts from just carrying over your perception from before. A lot of personal artifacts. Nothing that seems like it's very valuable or very interesting. You see a couple of books here and there. You see small packs of items. You can't really tell what's inside them just from looking, but you can rummage through stuff if you'd like. Just looking around in general, aside from this massive pipe cleaner looking thing,
Okay.
and the tambourines themselves, there isn't really a whole lot. It does seem to be the case that a lot of these bunks have little bottles of presumably alcohol nearby them.
I've never drunk alcohol before.
Oh, it's amazing.
You've been to the tavern, so you know what alcohol is.
But I've never drunk it.
Okay. So in this case, it would match kind of what you've seen at the tavern.
Interesting. Let's go. I forget to walk away.
Baron, were you going to say something?
It was wonderful.
Oh. I don't know what it would do
That's
to
what
this.
I say.
I gestured to all of me.
Oh. To a new world.
Is it... I've seen it do bad things.
Oh, to me, it does wonderful things. It makes me forget. Oh, I mean, huh?
Huh? Forget what?
Yeah.
Why do you want to
Ah.
forget anything, Baron?
It starts making
Baron.
weird scream sounds.
Baron.
Huh?
Baron. Shh. Shh. I don't want to have to shush you. It reminds me of talking to the corpse.
I see. Anyway, let's hurry back.
Yes. We're
Alright.
back with the bards. We're back with the bards.
Alright, so you've got the stuff, you're heading back out, you're making your way through, and you kind of rummage around
Making
the
our way
place.
downtown.
Yep. You for the most part, try to get back out of where you came from. With no guard to guide you this time, you do end up inevitably getting a little bit lost. It is just kind of like a maze underneath here, and you could swear that you're going in the right direction, but the maze never seems to end. Eventually, though, you do end up, after maybe 45 minutes of walking. It's very hard to say. It feels like it's taking forever. During that time period of walking, you do feel, after a certain point, a sort of shifting below your feet, as if the ship has started to move and set sail. It's not as stationary as it was before, and you get that sort of impression. Having already been on a boat, you kind of know this to be the case. You do eventually, just by sheer chance, end up running into the medic's cabin, where you run into the other 4 members of your current party.
We found the tuber cleaner. Maybe. I wiggle it around a bit.
Cloud sort of looks at you. Man, that kind of looks a bit like my tail almost, but a lot dustier.
Ah.
And he sort of whips his tail around.
Tuber cleaner.
At this point, where are we in the medical type thing?
At this point, you would have just finished maybe a minute ago, and you're just sort of checking to see if Tome of Nature is doing all right. She's feeling okay, and she looks like she's recovering a lot faster and feeling a lot better than she actually was before. So, you guys are all together now.
She's been prepared. Some degree.
Thank you. I feel a little bit better. I'm still not used to this body, but it doesn't hurt as much.
Literally, no.
I don't know why it turned into Neff. Just a dopey energy.
Dope.
Do we owe you anything for your services? Verdridi, was it? Cloud asks.
No.
You seem to be very good with this medicine stuff. We didn't have anybody like this on our island. Might be good
My
to...
brother taught me well.
Evidently. Especially considering this seemed like a lost cause until we ran into you. Maybe we should stick together just in case. You know, if I don't know if anything happens to us.
A lot happens to us.
It does.
Does your mother have like a best friend, perhaps? Maybe, I don't know, a surrogate son, but being a fun, happy-go-lucky, book-loving uncle in your early years. The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
She had mentioned someone from her traveling that was a young genasi.
Yeah, you did! Okay, that's all.
Alright, so...
He exists in this world now.
Everything is canon, in summary.
But boy.
So the party's together. Core, how you doing? Baron, how you doing? How's everybody going? Doing good?
Mm-hmm. Sorry if I'm a bit out of it.
It's okay.
No, I'm just really hyped on the fact that I can now have Terry in this universe as a backup character. Just like, I don't know, maybe 30 years older? So like,
Yeah,
wizard Merlin Terry with like a beard like this long. Like, the
You can
dreams
always-
come true.
Don't kill your character, okay? It's sad.
No, God, I love Jade. Don't you dare.
Alright, so, party's back together.
My entire goal is to keep everyone alive.
That's the MO.
So, do you guys want to make your way back up to the top and,
Yes.
Okay, so, Verdridi, since you know the way, and you have a good grasp of it, you sort of guide everybody, and as this is happening, you guys are sort of getting an idea of the layout of this place, so you can navigate your way through. You make your way back up with tuba cleaner in hand and alcohol in the other, and are you still carrying Tome of Nature, or are you letting her work on her own? She seems
I
like...
will let her be.
Okay. She's kind of waddling along like she's kind of... She looks like she's not totally used to the body. She's kind of walking around like a bit of an enlarged penguin. Like a bit of a child who's learning how to take their first steps. But she's making it work and she's following behind you guys. Still not used to the fact that she has wings and a beak, but it's kind of how... Life just sometimes... Life be like that sometimes. You guys make your way back and you walk up to the deck. And... Are you okay?
England beat New Zealand in the rugby. They're going to the final, son! Right, sorry. I was listening to everything you said.
Australia smashed New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand ain't doing that. Isn't that great?
I like Zealand. As a country, I know nothing about rugby.
It's fine, don't worry.
We smashed them.
I would like to look out for the bards, the band.
The band. Alright, so you go back out. You reach the top and you kind of open the door and you walk out and you see that they're roughly in the same place. Mort seems to be kind of playing with his tambourine. He's kind of getting the rhythm. And Freddy is just kind of like inspecting his tuba. He's like trying to look into the horn itself to see if he can figure out what's blocking it, and he's like almost dropping it on his head when he notices you guys. Oh, you're back! Did you? How's your friend doing?
I look to Core.
Friend is in the dead friend.
Are they dead? I'm sorry for your loss.
I point at the walking penguin.
Ah, you are walking. That's very good. Oh, it's a lot less dead than I was expecting. Where I come from, dead means very different thing, but I respect your cultural differences. Now, did you find my Oh, you did! You found my tuba cleaner! Oh
Which
my
one does he
goodness!
look at? The pipe cleaner or the bottle of alcohol?
He looks at the pipe cleaner, but then he also notices that you got alcohol. Have you been drinking on your search? That's probably why it took. Well, actually, I didn't find it myself. Have you been drinking?
No.
What? Why would I drink your tuba cleaner?
My tuba cleaner is a solid object. I don't. Now maybe. I don't. How would I? If you could drink my tuba cleaner, I will give you 5.5 gold.
Oh.
It is
Okay.
all the money in my pocket.
And then he opens and drinks it.
He drinks the alcohol. Hey,
Yes.
are you drinking the whole thing?
Oh gosh. Good
It's
content.
a big swig.
Okay, roll for me a constitution check.
Oh, so bad. I got 3.
3. Ooh, it's hitting you hard. You know this taste. Either this tuba cleaner is very highly concentrated alcohol or something, but man, this stuff is strong and it's hitting you pretty hard. You get a feeling like you might be a bit drunk. It's hard to say. Maybe you're not. You feel pretty okay, but kind of wobbling a bit. The world's spinning a lot, and you can't tell if it's the ship or if it's something else entirely of an entirely magical variety. But you're holding together for now.
Where's my 5.5 gold?
Say again. Oh, where's your 5.5 gold? That's not a tuba cleaner. The tuba cleaner is this item here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Your life and a tuba saver. Me and my tuba and Mort are forever in your debt.
I look over to Baron. I look at the tuba cleaner in my hand, and I say to Freddy, Baron was an invaluable part of this operation.
Oh, is that so?
Jesus Christ.
Well, in that case, and he puts a hand on Baron's shoulder, and Baron, you kind of wobble quite a bit and struggle to get your balance as this sort of happens, but you manage to.
I'm gonna try doing. Can I do an acrobatics check? Because as soon as he touches me, I'm gonna try to do a pirouette.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm drunk.
Yeah, do it with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, not bad. Well, acrobatics 20, but dirty.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna say that it's a bit wobbly and a bit funky, but for somebody who's just had quite a lot of alcohol, you're doing pretty well, and it's pretty impressive, and for the most part, drunkly graceful. As best as you could be doing, you're doing pretty well. So I think you can be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
What? So fast! I wish my legs could still move like that, young one. Treasure your legs. They might not last forever. Now.
Is that a threat? I say. I almost move into a fighting stance.
Oh no! I'm a little
I
bit
raise the
old.
pipe cleaner.
I don't want to fight. I'm sorry. You can have the pipe cleaner.
No.
Mort is like Mort kind of steps forward.
No.
Oi!
This isn't.
Don't be
what I
mean to
intended.
my friend.
No, this isn't. Oh gosh, this isn't what I intended at all. This happens every time.
You want to fight? I'm ready to
Help.
fight.
Help.
Put 'em up. Put your hands up.
Help.
I take the pipe cleaner from Jade and I hand it to Freddy and say, "Here you go."
Thank you very
chill.
much. I appreciate it. I'm in your favor forever. Your hair is Very nice. I like it a lot.
No thanks, I know.
Mort is kind of just like swinging those. Come here, put him up. Hey, you want to fight? Hey, prove a point. Hey,
Who's he doing? Is he doing that at Jade?
He's doing it at Jade, yeah.
I would like scoot between
Help.
them, like slide in and be like, "Should we make some music?"
Help has come.
It's like, Mort, calm down. We've got the pipe. We can clean the tuba. He calms him down a little bit. Sort of like pets him on the head, on his bald head, and he sort of calms down a bit. All right, let's make some music. And he pulls out the cleaner and he sort of like shoves it in the tuba and pops it in. And now at the other end, just like all sorts of crud starts making its way out. You see a banana peel. You see some dust. You see like some wood pops out of there. An empty bottle. How did that make its way in there?
That sounds. I don't know why, but I can't help but think of my kitchen sink from when I lived in Japan. When
Yep.
you describe that.
You see a whole kitchen sink. No. But it's all sorts of like random stuff that's like built up and clogged it up. And then he tries it. I think it works. Time to make some music. Look out at the sea. It's very beautiful. Do you see our other ship over there? Hello? I don't think they can hear me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ship. Okay. Baron, I hear you are a musical talent. Would you like to join
Yes,
our troop here?
I love music.
All right. Okay. Mort. Yeah. You do beat.
Break it down, Mort.
Oh, beat. I get you. I'll do tuba. I can do tuba. I will do the tuba. Baron, you join in too.
What can I do?
Baron starts his viol.
And I want you to roll a performance check for me.
Can I try and just add something in, and it's just a.
Hell yeah, you can.
Numa numa ye, numa ye.
You
Is that how it goes?
Baron hands Jade his shawm.
What is this?
What?
Wait, no! Hang on a second! I actually have something! Forgot about this! I reach down and pull out my lute, which I know how to play! And I start playing! A friend of mine taught me how to do this.
Yes.
I have a lute!
Baron uses his shawm to
Oh,
pour.
okay.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
A shawm.
on it.
If I want to dance, I give the shawm to Cloud.
What am I holding? Is it dangerous?
Yeah, it makes music.
How do I use it?
It's like an oboe.
Oh,
But
okay. I get it. Verdridi, would you like to? I don't want to play this.
I only play piano, I'm sorry.
Well, this is close enough. It's an instrument. Here you go. And he just hands it off to you.
Give it to Tome of
Good.
Nature.
Yep, that's where it's going.
Oh, I've always wanted to learn how to play an instrument. Do I blow in it?
Tone of nature, you're suddenly not a dead.
Oh wait, I don't have to lean back when I'm acting out Tone of Nature. I feel quite a lot better actually. Virginie, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. And you as well. Thank you for saving me effectively. I think I would have died out there if you hadn't run into me in the forest. I really appreciate it.
I did call you corpse and shush you many times, but you were those.
For a second chance at life, it's a small sacrifice to play. Let's play some music.
Oh god.
And I want you guys to roll. So whoever's performing, I want you to roll a performance check. And Cora, if you're dancing,
Now,
I want to dance with. I want to ask Drudy if she wants to dance.
Yeah, go for it.
She has like a long skirt and pretty hair. Cora wants to turn into a very similar version of her.
Go for it now.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
She does want to dance, but yeah.
No.
That's all. That was it.
I'm proficient in loot, but I have a -1 in performance. What do?
If you're proficient in loot, I'll just let you roll performance with advantage.
Okay. Ah! They're
Wait,
both quite good.
um,
It's a 17. I rolled a 17 and an 18.
Pretty good. Sounds pretty
Wait,
good.
but he's also like proficient.
Oh wait,
What
no, is
do?
it you roll and then you add your proficiency modifier to that?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Shit, it is. So I'll roll again.
So.
I got a 19. Even better. Okay. 19 -1 plus 3, so 21.
21?
My
21? Alright, it's pretty damn good. You sound really nice on the loot, actually. Dang, dude. This is a new skill that your
good.
friends are learning about. Baron, how are you doing?
Well, actually,
Is what, actually?
I actually got a 19. as well.
Oh, man, this sounds... You know what? Some good-ass music up in here. You guys are playing Captain Strong End in the distance. He's kind of... He's got an ear in as well, and he's kind of nodding his head like, this is a nice tune. I wonder what this is. Kind of, deal. People are jiving. And it's
Well,
an
what about-
all-around good time. You were saying?
But what about the Shawm tome?
That is... Verdridi has that in her possession now, after Cloud handed over.
What? Tome has
Aw.
it?
No, but they handed it to Tom.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
Tome
Tome! Oh,
has
sorry. Yeah. So
Yes.
Tome is blowing in it. Tome does not know how to play. She's just blowing into it, and it's just making kind of a
She's
squeaky...
adding punctuation.
If you've ever heard, like, a little kid try out an instrument for the first time, and it just sounds, like, very horrendous, but you're like, you're trying, then it's kind of like that.
I'm literally imagining My Heart Will Go On recorded version.
Yes, that is exactly how it's going.
From
I was
the
thinking
song.
Jurassic.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes, that's exactly what I was imagining.
No! Not again!
Thought Emma had gotten over this.
Nope, we came back.
Brought it back.
Brought it back. That's
I'm
my
sorry.
claim to fame. So you guys are having fun. You're dancing around. You're having a good time. And while this is all sort of going on, Jade, you feel an interesting sensation.
Oh.
Did you? Okay. Where is the D4 shaped stone?
I haven't yet had a chance to do my mysterious leave camp come back with stone, so it's still inside
Okay, so it's
me.
inside of you. You feel a very weird, strange sensation inside of you. It's kind of like an upset stomach sort of sensation. Not too strong, but it's just like, it's enough that you kind of notice it. And you also start glowing a lot more. And at this point,
Oh my god, what's gonna happen to Jade?
oh, who
God.
knows? It'll be fine. But one of you does hear something. And in fact, Baron, it's you. You do hear something.
Uh-oh.
You hear
Uh-oh.
a whispering. Here. Eenie. Then Corey, you hear a meanie.
No.
Oh no.
And then all of you start hearing Miney. Mo. And Jade, I want you to roll a d4.
Ah. 4.
4? Alright.
Bring it.
You hear sort of sound in the distance. Like a sort of... And you kind of look around because this is kind of a weird sensation that you see. And you look over to the other ship that's kind of trailing beside you. The other one. This isn't... This is the odd ship that Vridridi transferred from. This is...
God, I know what's gonna happen.
This
No,
isn't...
I know what's gonna happen. I'm a DM too. Thomas.
This isn't for clarification. This isn't Ilya's boat, but you do see a little, like almost like a shooting star, like a little comet, like a
Yeah,
little
I
tiny
knew it. I know this is.
little ball fly up and hit the main mast, and it bursts into flames across the sea, and you see this happen. And at that point, the music kind of stops because they also notice as well. Captain Stronghand and everybody on the boat is kind of looking over in almost kind of shocked that it suddenly burst into flames. Aside from those of you in the party, and it was just you in the party who heard it, it seemed like the other two, the dubious duo themselves, did not hear the voices. It was just you guys. Only you noticed that it was a maybe some sort of projectile hitting the ship. Everybody else kind of just saw it go up in flames, and everybody's rushing over to the railing to kind of have a better look at what's actually going on. What are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling?
I look up in the sky. Is there anything coming for us?
There isn't anything in the sky. Does anyone want to roll a perception check for me?
Definitely.
Yes.
I'll roll one. We'll all roll one.
All right,
Oh,
roll.
good.
Everybody roll.
18 plus 2, 20.
12.
21.
Ooh. And Baron?
I like being able to see.
8? Oh, dang.
18.
Okay. Most of you, except maybe Jay, you take a little bit longer to have a look around for anything noticeable. But the rest of you, you pretty quickly notice that there is another ship in the water. A little bit smaller. Doesn't seem at all to look like one of the Royal Guard's boats. This is a bit different. It's got very dark sails. Looks like it's made of dark wood. It's pretty small. It looks like it's sort of like a much smaller vessel. This is a lot closer in size, to the boat that Captain Featherbeard was kind of commanding, for like a sort of size reference. So it's for like maybe a very small team, if any. It's a type of boat that could almost be manned by itself. And it's looking pretty suspicious. The projectile that you saw did come from the direction of where this boat is right now. And it seems to be kind of trailing you.
Can I see anyone on the boat?
With your perception, you can't really tell. It's a bit hard to see. It's kind of far away. Everybody else having a look as well, though, it's just a bit too far to see anything. It just looks like a boat from here. It's a few. It's a good distance away. It's not that the boat itself is too hard to see, but you can't see anybody on the boat. We'll put it that way. There's nobody on deck. It's a fair distance from you, but it's about 60 feet from behind the other boat that it's trailing.
How many feet would you say?
60 feet behind that boat, maybe 300 feet from you guys.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Sail faster.
Yeah.
So, you see that happen. Seems like not much else is going on, but it did seem hostile at first. And a little time goes by, and it seems like nothing else is going on. Everybody's kind of clamoring. The members of the Royal Guard who are on the top of the boat seem to sort of scramble downstairs. Don't know where they're going. Stronghand and his sort of bandits kind of stay on deck, and they're just sort of watching this whole ordeal take place. When another two little projectiles fly from the boat itself.
Bye, Ilya. Lol.
This isn't Ilya's boat. This is a different boat.
There's two though.
There's
Where's the other one going?
Say again.
Where's the other one going?
Well, so there's two ships. You're on one. There's another one next to you. You guys are both heading back to Capital. The one Ilya got back onto actually isn't one of the ones heading back to Capital.
But there are 4 ships in the water.
4 ships in the water, yeah. But the 2 that were heading southwest are heading in the opposite direction to you guys. You guys are heading northwest, very vaguely.
Okay.
So those are way behind you. So there's only you and this other boat. And this
Okay.
this mystery third party as well. But they throw another 2 projectiles. Now having a better look and being on the lookout, you can kind of tell that they don't look like fireballs. They look more like flaming cannonballs, because they do arc as they sort of eventually hit the ship and seem to cause some sort of damage. And at this point, I think we're probably going to wrap up the session.
Ooh,
And also,
I am a monk. I can do nothing to help you guys.
I have catapult, but it's not like.
Can you
say,
catapult
distance?
me?
oh my god.
I can literally say a few.
Can I?
You
I
are
can literally say a few words. That's all.
at this point you're about 300 feet away from the boat itself. Maybe a little bit less. It's like 290 feet maybe away from you.
Why does my page keep quitting?
So that's about how far you are. Also, at this point, as this event is sort of taking place, you guys will sort of feel a tingling deep in your boots and your feet, except for you, Aylin. And those of you who've made it to this point, I want you guys to level to level 3. Woo!
Yeah!
Making
Maybe
progress.
there is something I can do then. If I get to level 3, who knows?
If there is, that should make for an interesting next sesh. Thank you guys
I get to pick things
for making
though.
it to this point. It's been pretty crazy, pretty fun. I'm glad that we have
That was
had
sweet.
another sort of full session together. It's always pretty good. I'm sorry this one was like a little bit shorter, but I had absolutely no idea how long this was going to take. So
Nah, it was good.
So is it
I
22
didn't actually fall asleep this time.
say again.
plus?
Oh, you didn't fall asleep this time. Yeah,
because I
good.
didn't.
that's,
Yeah.
that's so funny that happened last
Oh, I rolled max HP!
time.
I
I've
rolled
got-
an 8!
I've got 20 HP.
Oh.
I have
The squishy boy.
36.
Oof,
I love being a squishy wizard.
the
Gives me
squishiest.
so much empathy.
I relate.
Does it though?
I have like negative 2.5 HP at this point, I swear.
Yeah.
But it's good.
So good. Okay.
Thank you guys so much for
Monastic
playing.
tradition.
You guys are
I
awesome.
can do deflect missiles. Does that mean I can deflect a cannonball?
Can you do it from 300
Yeah.
feet away?
Who knows?
Maybe we can.
Oh, so many good choices.
It's good.
Way of the
We can
astral
level.
self, way of shadow, way of the drunken master, way of the four elements.
Dude, we're in for some good content. I had fun.
Gotta be 4 elements.
I introduced some of the
mean-
crazy stuff.
don't know what
I'm not gonna lie, I really, really liked those 2 NPCs.
They're really
Yeah.
good. They're really, really good.
Really great.
Having fun.
I have a drow monk who's way of the sun soul, which I think is really funny.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
blinded by their own power.
I activate my. No! It's too strong even for me! It's good.
Mm.
Yeah, how does that work? Because there's another person I follow who has a drow that is associated with the sun, but wouldn't they just like take?
Radiant
it
damage.
with
No, you
yeah.
don't get you can't get damaged by your own.
But is it like disadvantage?
Yeah, I just think it's it's mostly just funny, and like if you have goggles, it's okay. But like it's one of those things which I do because it's a campaign I play once every 2 months.
Yeah.
and
There was a. I
the
sort
DM
of.
is like a new DM, and it's just funny. It like
What's this? I haven't heard this one.
Dude.
don't think about it too much. His name is Kobe Yayit. That should tell you a
Yeah,
Oh
you-
my god.
Oh my
The other
god,
one,
Emma.
he has a twin sister played by Ella called Mood Yayit.
Oh
my
god.
god. Dude, I saw the
Yeah.
funniest idea for a character on Twitter. It was like the most ridiculous thing ever. It was like a. What was it? It was like a. My character is a loaf of bread that uses mage hand to carry itself around.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a funny idea. I want to steal that and put it in this campaign at some point. I don't even know where, but that's just
Yeah.
that's funny. You see mage hand carrying around a loaf of bread.
I'm not at that point yet. I don't feel. Still making sons with issues.
Yeah. I mean, sounds
Eventually I'll graduate.
it's an aesthetic. I like it. I stan all of the sons with all of their issues.
I have one. No. Yes, I have one daughter and one joint custody daughter.
Joint custody. Fair enough.
Joint custody.
Yeah.
That's the way it be. I actually wrote down all my characters. I'm fairly even split, but I think I actually have more ladies than boys. But now I'm gonna look it up.
I have an exact 50-50 split. I've got Neff and I've got business.
What? I forgot I made a character and I never played them, and their name was Typhoon
Typhoon
Wait, what?
what?
Typhoon Lagoon.
Typhoon Lagoon.
But it's spelled like Lagoon with like an umlaut over the U.
Oh,
Um,
it's really good.
so yeah, I had Terry, Lucienne, Courage, who's actually a character in a different campaign that I played, Peggy, Friendly, Jade, Astralis, Jojo, Lincoln, and Typhoon Lagoon. But I never played Typhoon Lagoon.
That's a wide variety of characters.
It's a very wide variety. I also played a
Ugh.
character called Peggy, one time, whose whole thing was they just screamed. That was content.
Sounds like a Peggy thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It was more like a. I played this at a one-shot
Oh my God.
game where I went to Manchester by myself to play Dungeons and Dragons and meet the Model Path people,
Mm.
and it was just me and 3 people I'd never met before. The best thing I did was they were like, "You have to go up and ask if anyone's seen this person," and I shouted out, "Has anyone seen whatever the character's name is?" And that's how I introduced myself.
That's great.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons is great, dude. I love
Take
it.
no prisoners.
It's been crazy, a wild ride. I can't wait to see where you guys take this. I was very ready to let you take whatever path you wanted at the port, TBH. It was good. Good content. There's a chance.
I'm gonna need to ask you questions before next game, but I will assemble them.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, I need to send you shit too, Thomas.
Go for it, dude. Send me all the stuff that you want to send. I can clarify anything that you need me to clarify. The only thing I'm still working on heavily at the moment. I haven't really. I keep needing to change stuff, but right now the biggest work in process is all the Feywild stuff. So that might be a bit hard to answer. But anything regarding anything else is totally fine.
Feywild?
We just end up in the Feywild for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, I'm working on that in the background.
Feywild what, Nunny? What, Nunny?
No, I'm just... my notes on my own Feywild in this homebrew world are like...
Oh, right!
Like, I'm still working on them, because I keep changing stuff, and there's, like, weird contradictions with certain things, and I'm trying to just work them all out, because I changed a bunch of stuff.
You may never even get there, so...
But it's just... Okay. I need to have some base information, plus, Core and Verdridi have both lived in the Feywild, I think.
Oh, right.
So...
So as to make your life hard.
No, it makes my life fun, dude, I love it. It's great.
Well...
Exams make my life hard. And dying cars.
Yes, and speaking of exams, I have an assignment
tomorrow,
and I haven't started.
What?
I'm doing that.
I'm glad that you played this game, not gonna lie. I support the decision. I bought a table. Does anybody want to see it?
Yes.
Oh, what?
I bought a table.
Show the world.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Hang on, I'm gonna move you guys to my iPad, and I think you'll understand why I bought it when you see it. It's really weird. I've been thinking about it for like the last week, trying to convince myself not to get it, but I did. I get it.
I love the edition, the furniture editions. Hello, Emma. How are you doing?
So.
Where are you taking me?
We're going to my table.
I'm role playing as the iPad. Yes, this is what is my life has come to this. It's back.
Okay. Oh, I can't believe this, Thomas.
I blame you entirely. This is your doing, dude. I had nothing to do with this.
This is my table.
This is a cute table. Oh my god. Is it? Are those flowers?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's a cast iron gold table with a glass top and then like flowers underneath.
Oh.
And it was
That's so cool.
1,000 yen. And I love it. And these are my new plants.
Oh, cute. Hello, plants. How's it going?
It's like purple.
Oh, a pointy boy.
Pointy boy. So this one, I don't know if you can see, this one is called Sultan von Biro.
What?
It's called Plantagenet, Somerset, and Chamberlain. So there's the names. But yeah. Oh, Queenie, you've not seen my house yet. This is my apartment.
Nope.
It should not surprise you what it looks like.
Oh, it looks just like
it's very
Kamaba.
witchy, and there's a sword. This isn't a very good view of it. But yeah.
It's cute. It's really cute.
Yes. And I think you'll appreciate this very much. As a housewarming gift, one of the people here gave me this hand-drawn dabbing Shrek, and its body is made up of the lyrics to All Star.
What?
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Somebody once told
crazy.
It's pretty good.
You rolled a natural 20 on art.
It's really good. It wasn't me, it was someone gave it to me.
That's crazy, dude. What the heck? We stand.
I can't listen to that song anymore.
I can, but I will.
I actually unironically listen to it. It's on my like
I'm
favorites
sure you
play.
do.
Dude, I actually legit like that song. Dude,
I
freaking
do too.
Smash Mouth, man.
used
Their
to.
work. I love him.
Woke as fuck. Alright, dudes. This has been very good.
It's been good.
I'm gonna sleep now.
Thank you very much for
Good question.
making time. Yes?
The 9th, is that our next game?
That should be the Saturday 2 weeks from now. Unless
Oh
that
god,
doesn't work.
I'm working 40-hour week in November. I'll
Ooh.
maybe level down cause energy a little bit, but
Okay, if you we can discuss stuff. Just want to make sure you're
I'll
doing
still be
okay.
here.
Yeah.
If I'm just like slightly dead, that's why. Because I also have 2 assignments to do, working 40-hour weeks. So
Good luck, Lily. Oh my god.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Hey, the advice that you gave me, make sure you're taking that yourself as well, okay? Make sure you're looking out for
Unity is
yourself.
my self time. It's my nice break from work and school. So
I'm glad. I mean, same TBH. Would sacrifice
it's
lots
mostly
to keep
the
playing
it's
this.
mostly the yeah it's mostly the lights that make me really tired when I'm playing. Because if I turn them on, it looks like that. So if I turn them on,
Maybe you
I
should
can
take
actually,
time with the lights off as well sometimes.
Yeah, that would be smart. Wouldn't
I
it?
have Christmas ideas. I just need to get you like a subtle light that isn't like super intense but still lights you up.
You just come to my house with a light.
I brought lamps.
Chris, I brought the light.
Lamp. Salt lamp.
But yeah.
Lamp. Salt lamp.
Thank you guys for being here. Lots of love. Thank you to everybody who watched on Twitch and who will watch it on YouTube. It'll be up. We'll be back in probably 2 weeks to continue this like charade of madness. Quinny, good luck on your frickin' assignment.
Yay!
Concerned react. It'll be fun. It'll be
Good
fun.
luck, Quinn. You can do it. I know you can.
Alright.
Right, dudes, this has been super
Yay!
good. Super good. Those of you who are considering coming to Japan, keep me updated in your plans.
Yep.
And Thomas, I know you might not be able to now, but
I might still be able to
support
because
the
I'm
choices.
opting to buy a very cheap shitty car from like 30 years ago, so might have money to go to Japan in the end anyway. Because the friggin' repair costs so much. But anyway.
yeah, not bad.
Oh,
We'll keep it
Thomas,
posted.
we also need to chat about end of November going to that medieval theme park because I talked Anna into coming, so now we're going.
Oh, sweet. Hell yeah. It's gonna be great.
And we get to dress up, and they've got a wizard's lab and a torch dungeon and a knight's maze, and I just want to live my best life.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Wait, can you...
Yeah.
What?
It's a medieval theme park that's like an hour and a half outside of Melbourne, and it's a castle, and it's like it's an actual castle, and it's got like a maze and stuff. Dress up like medieval, and it's like I don't know, it's like Merlin kind of style, I guess. But yeah, yeah.
Emma,
So-
come visit. Come visit Melbourne. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Maybe I'll
Do
just
it.
look at how much flights are now.
Just like won over by the medieval.
Dude, I'd be super down. That'd be super cool.
Oh no.
I'm happy to drive
I
anybody
wanna-
anywhere.
I might buy an outfit for it, even though I definitely have clothes for it.
Like a LARPing outfit? Dude, I'm down.
Yeah, I really want to LARP. Do you know how I was watching Supernatural like LARPing the other day, and I was like, I just want to like go to one of these like week-long things where I can be a nerd and like go to town.
Dude, hell yeah.
I want to do laughing so bad.
Emma,
So
come
badly.
visit. Visit us. Do
They
it.
do LARPing here. I looked it up. I looked it up online. They have LARPing every week in Melbourne. Why don't we don't do this because we're really busy and poor, but
Yeah.
like we have to do it at some point.
Yeah, I'm in this photo and I don't like it.
Is Emma okay?
I'm back on the on the computer
Look.
so that I can look up flights to Melbourne on my iPad because I'm not even joking. I'm making money. I might as well.
Dude, if you fly in, I'll come
Go.
pick you up with my new old car.
New old car.
New
Make sure
old
it's
car.
safe first.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to see your
100%.
new old car. I like the old car too. I'm sorry about
It was good. It was an expensive car when it was new. Now I have to buy a shitty car.
You just felt so powerful in that car because it was huge.
It was great. The brakes were weak. I felt like I was gonna
Oh,
crash in
love
every
it.
roundabout. It was fun. It's great. Sorry, Queenie.
Join the roller club, Thomas.
The what club? What?
Roller.
Roller.
Corolla Club.
You say
Corolla.
Oh, Corolla.
Corolla Club. Okay.
I will join
Roller
the
club.
whatever I can get for under like $4,000 club. Because I need to
Okay,
change over
maybe-
my registration and insurance, and that's
Roller.
gonna be an ordeal. It's gonna be fun. Anyway,
Do you need the car?
I'll leave it at that for now. I think we'll end it here because it's getting
Yeah.
late for most of us.
Okie dokie.
Aylan, have a great rest of the day.
Yeah, enjoy your day.
It's fine. Dude, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
up for
Aylan.
like another 4 hours doing shit. It's gonna be great.
No, I need to sleep so I can like get up and do
Actually, I
nothing
woke up.
important, but I want to do something tomorrow.
I slept and woke up like 2 hours before this game started. It's great.
Oh, I need to get on with comics.
Same.
I've just found flights, finally, to Melbourne
Hmm.
that look reasonable. Finally. Why this has it taken this long?
That's
Oh,
a
it's-
cheap. Yeah.
Dude, you can.
But it
You
takes
can.
15 hours.
That's
Yeah.
kind of long. Is it? That's not direct.
Oh, it
That'd be
takes
a cheap
like
one.
9 hours.
That'll
Hey.
be a stopover.
If you need
Queenie,
places to bunk,
how do you get your cheap flights? What airline do you book?
Chester.
Is doing free return flights from Melbourne.
Yeah, they usually they do just do free. Yes, I want
It's
it.
cheap.
13
but, like,
hours.
The only downside is no to Terminal 3.
Yeah,
Qantas
that's not a fun
not
time.
cheap right now as well. Honestly, I was looking at Qantas.
Hey, if you come visit
There's
me in
one
Lily,
thing
we
I
can
wanna
give you a bubble
remind
tea tour.
Jeez.
Bubble tea. Ah.
I'm not even kidding, and Lily can vouch for this. There are like 5 brands. So many types.
I have 4 bubble teas within a 30-second walk from my
Shut
apartment.
up, all of you. What are you? Why?
We're trying to make you come here,
Even
and
at-
it's
I have. Well, actually, I have 3 places I can go to. Do you want to hear what they are? They're called. There's one which is called Tutu, which is so off-brand it's painful. There's one which is called Mr. Donut. It's Mr. Donut owned tapioca. Tap tapioca.
I didn't know Mr.
It's
Donut
so
made
ridiculous.
bubble tea. That's hilarious.
It's. And then it's right over the road, so I do go there sometimes, but it's not gong. It's not Gongcha. And then there's Kokuhaku.
I'm so close to my free one.
Or is it Kohaku? I think it's Kohaku. Which is actually getting better, but it's still not great. So
I'm gonna bring bubble tea tomorrow. I'm gonna go to Gotcha and bring one to the Sunday game. So,
How to torture
Maybe
Emma
I'll-
101.
maybe I'll get 2 from Kohaku after I get Gyoza, and then I can drink 1 here. But then I'll.
I'm gonna get the giant one again. It's as big as my face.
You dare blaspheme in front of me. No.
It's going great.
Is this it? Is this the bubble tea torture I'm gonna get because I won't show you what that art is? I'll show
Yes.
you more. I'll wiggle more white screens at you because there is more.
Ooh. I'm gonna
So I
be-
showed you
I
that
won't be
one.
able to see anything.
Now I'm gonna show you this
You
one.
didn't show me anything. You showed me a white screen. That's a white screen.
It's so
Emma!
black, I can't see it.
Turn it this way.
I can't see anything.
Turn it that way.
No, I don't want to show you.
This is not showing anything. I'm gonna get 2 bubble teas and drink them. One from
Then
Gotcha and one from
I'm gonna
Gotcha.
show you this one. Wait. Oh, no.
Wow, Emma, what great art.
God dang it.
I'm in awe of
Emma,
your
why?
skill.
Oh!
For a split second.
Hey, just
A split second.
that's on the
Alright,
recording as well.
Boaz.
Just heads up.
Yes.
Oh no, it's still recording!
Yep.
Oh no. Actually, I showed you a screenshot from this one, actually. So
I
you
have.
do know what's-
Wait, does Quinny know the context for this?
No.
'Cause it's
I'll tell
So
you.
random.
So, for Lily's birthday.
Kitas. I love Kitas.
Yes! I drew some
Oh, they got
Kitas
married.
X Brian art!
Quinny, they got married, huh?
I drew some
Kitas.
Brian X Kitas though. Do
Kitas.
you want to see it? Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? Wait. Where is it? Where is it? Where is my Kitas X Brian art? I like him too, actually. We heard him speak for the first
For the
time.
first time.
This is my Kitas X Brian. Wait.
And you say
I
am
love that.
blasphemous.
This is Brian. And then
Dude, this is
this
great.
is Kitas.
Oh my god.
I just think this one actually turned out quite well.
It is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Unironically.
Like Brian looks so happy.
You know what it looks
then-
like though? It looks like Brian's done like reincarnation on Loran and he's come back as a dog.
With a glorious beard.
Oh my god.
And the goatee's just like accommodated the size of his new
Oh man. Lol. This is great.
It really does. It really looks good. Oh, I'm so good at.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh, also,
No.
before I completely
Yeah.
forget, Aylin, I will give you a new character section in the Discord. So feel free to post anything you want in there. Should be all good. I'll keep the other one there as well. I'll just move it to the bottom.
Is Ilya like never to be seen again?
Ilya exists in the world. Not gonna lie, there was a very real chance of actually hitting the boat that Ilya was on. But in that, if you were to hit one of the other 2 boats, then because that's what that D4 roll was controlling. Because there are 4 boats.
I knew it was. I could kind of tell.
And I was thinking like, oh, wouldn't it be so like evil to get the players to roll this? Because they could hit. I don't know what I was gonna do if you hit your own boat, but it was likely. 25% chance.
Yeah.
But
Well, then it would have been an interesting sort of. It wouldn't have killed us outright because that's.
no, I mean the boat itself, it's just on fire at the moment, so it's fine-ish. Just would have been interesting to see how you would have dealt with that sort of conundrum.
Yeah, I reckon we could have lived. I think one of us maybe would have died. Maybe it would have been me. I have no magic, but hey.
Might have sunk to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah,
That was
and
dark.
I'm not Tarry, so I don't have any breath which lasts forever. So
Also, holy moly, you guys actually have a healer now.
Yay.
I can
Woo!
I can
We have a
rest.
druid. I'm so happy.
I'm slightly assured that we won't die. And also, don't forget
Really
level
excited
3
to play
stuff.
with another druid.
Make sure you work out your level 3
Quality
stuff
content.
before next session. And
Well, my new D&D friend is sending me pictures of flowers that she's finding on. I'm just very happy with the way my life has turned out right now.
Oh, good for you, boob.
it's really good.
I just love pictures of flowers.
Oh,
I need to get up early tomorrow because there's some dried roses in the Benny Murray over the road, and I really want them. And
nice.
apparently they all get sold out really quick, so I want to go and get them. They're roses, which goes with
Go
them.
as well.
Fair enough.
Please.
My flowers are dying. Oh.
I need to bring that soil.
I love it when flowers die, though. They look so good.
Are
It
you Fala?
smells like
Hello? Fala
dying
has entered the
flowers.
chat room.
I mean, I might have put my love of dead and dried flowers into Fala. Have you seen my bouquet? Oh, I'm gonna go get my bouquet. Ah, we're never gonna leave this chat.
Also,
I'll
speaking
leave the
of,
chat. See yous.
Bye,
Oh,
Queenie.
bye.
I
I was gonna say, I am personally a very big fan of dead flowers because I drink liquid that they've stewed in all the time. So,
I drink the flower liquid.
dead flower liquid. That's such a funny name for tea.
Bye, Queenie. This is my dead bouquet. It's just dead
Dead
flowers.
They look pretty
so
nice,
pretty.
actually. Yeah.
I know. I have a jar. It's like this big.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just fill it with lots of dead flowers. And my inspiration came from when I was in Odaiba with my family. I went to this shop which was full of really nice witchy stuff. I'm gonna go back when I go back to Tokyo at the end of the month.
Cute.
And there was a jar just full of dead flowers. And I was just like, but I didn't buy it because instead I bought a very expensive little dial of suns and moons and bells
Oh, that's
and a
still
pumpkin
cute.
pot. A little pot which is in the shape.
Yeah, witch stuff is really expensive. It's the only reason I don't go to the magic store often.
I want to buy crystals, but there aren't any actual crystal shops in Japan, really.
Wait,
We have crystal shops here. I should show you.
I know.
We have. Wait though.
I want
I have to get up, don't I?
That's such a mood.
the bane of all
can't.
of our lives.
speaking
Lily.
of plants, we now have plant dice in the
Oh, I saw
Chat.
you.
Oh, your crystal ball!
Lily, you're
Oh
upside
my
down.
God, I love it. That's so cool.
It's tiny, but it's cute.
I
It is
love
really nice.
Yes. They had bigger ones, but they were $600, and I was like,
How
No.
much was that one?
this one was only 30.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's a real crystal.
I want.
It's even more spherical in person. I can vouch for this.
It is.
Yeah, I'm going to Sendai this weekend, but before that, I'm doing a day in Tokyo, or half a day in Tokyo.
Cool, cool.
So I really need to plan my time well. What am I gonna do? So,
Good
because
luck
I've got a
with
long
planning.
weekend. Thank you.
Should be good.
Oh, the sirens are back again.
Wait, how long is your weekend?
3 days, long weekend. So I'll go on the Friday evening to Tokyo, meet my cousin, and then stay at my friend's house, and then I'll spend the day in Tokyo or as long as possible, and then I'll go to Sendai from Tokyo, and then meet everyone in Sendai, and then have the Sunday and the Monday in Sendai. Yeah.
Oh, that
Sounds
means
good.
games cancelled next Sunday.
Ah, shit. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's true. Yes, I was gonna bring that up tomorrow, but next Sunday, Bran Flakes will be Bran Flakes.
Is that the new campaign name now?
No, it really isn't. It can't be.
Brand Flakes,
It really
session
can't
45.
be. I don't have the mental capacity to be in love for that long. So,
Wow,
You
okay.
had this for me? Okay.
yeah, no, I can understand. We are very, I think we understand each other on this point.
Wait,
But,
which weekend is that? The 10th.
Nope. The
Yeah.
Next
No,
week.
the 3rd.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It might work out. Oh, no, I don't think I can. I don't think I'll be able to do it. But then every 10th, 17th, 24th, 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd. Yeah, then every other weekend, for as far as I'm aware, I can. Except for maybe the 5th of January, but that's very far away. So,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
So I'm gonna write yes for the most of November. Okay.
Except for the first weekend, all of November, yeah.
Sweet,
Okay.
sweet.
So
Exam
that's the
period.
10th, 17th, 24th. I need to be super organized with my time this month because I'm...
Okay, 10th, 17th, 24th is on.
Okay.
And then we're
Okay,
doing the 9th for Shiny Boys, and then the 23rd for Shiny Boys.
Got it.
OG.
Okay.
Cool.
Great. Oh, yeah, after the 22nd, I should be less stressed.
Cool. So how are you doing 40-hour weeks if you're also at uni? Or is
I'm
uni
not at uni anymore, but I've got
assigned?
assessment. Yeah, so I had an extension on a big essay, but I also have to make a comic. Guess how far I am into this comic making?
None.
2 draft pages.
Non-comic with left beef.
ever since I pitched it to the
Record.
class, like I just haven't done anything on it.
What's your comic?
So-
Can I ask about it? It's Brian, obviously.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's how I made friends. I was like, guys, I play D&D. This is about my D&D character. And everyone was like, cool, I play D&D. And I was like,
Ah!
Look at
Friends.
pictures of my son. He's so adorable. He's getting married.
he is married.
He is married.
Yes.
We have the sketches to prove it.
Mhm.
I only just went into the art Discord and liked all of the art you guys have been sending. Quality content.
No.
Thank
Is
you
there new art
for
now?
your service. Yeah. Well, I didn't see the art you drew of Loran hugging Brian when it was like, I'll take that as a yes.
Wait, what was
Yeah.
it?
Just go into the art,
I'm very up to date on all the art.
and the last 3 I hadn't seen. I think.
Oh, that's old.
I know, but I just didn't look. I just didn't see it. It is actually old, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is old. Lol.
I drew that in class, so
Yeah,
Good
boys.
stuff, though.
Lily, you
Yes.
have to be more careful what you send me because I was on Facebook at school when you sent me those bloody Loran art brand flake. I was just like, ah!
did everyone like my spicy art?
I loved it. Oh my god. I have no
I
shame.
actually was a very big fan.
Yes.
It's the thing. We found the spice. We found the levels.
It's the level of spice that I can get to, and I think that's my limit. I was like testing my limit, and I was like, if I put a sticker on it, I'm good. That's my limit. That's where I'm happy.
It was really good.
There's actually nothing under those stickers, just so you know. I just put them there for my own mental well-being.
That's kind of like what I think is. I actually just think that's what artists do when they like this. Everything's censored. I think it's just nothing under
There's
there.
nothing under there. I have
Yeah.
the uncensored version, but there's nothing there.
That being said, I am too scared to look under the like. Remember when you drew me that brown flakes like?
That was
spice?
the first
Years
spice
ago.
art I ever
I
drew.
remember that.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I've
Ever.
never lifted up that piece of paper because like I'm genuinely.
There's nothing under there.
I
There's
I
nothing.
figured that out. I figured that out.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
there was a note saying like if you lifted it, I don't know. There was some offensive note when you lifted it, but you will never see that if you never lift it.
You have succeeded on the
Dude.
test.
Do you genuinely want to see a? Do you
Yes.
genuinely want to? Do you? Okay, I think because it's so belated, then I will show you one thing.
Go for it.
I'm just trying to pick what's the best thing to show you.
Do you know how I was sitting with Thomas with those 2 pictures you sent me, and I was like, Thomas, what is this?
We were CSI Miami that shit.
Okay, you've already seen this though,
Oh,
but it's just coloured a bit more now.
I've only
Fine.
seen one thing.
Do you want to see more of that one or a different one?
Emma, stop
I want a
teasing.
new content.
New content.
I need to consume.
Want to see content? Just content.
I need a
I don't
badge.
know if I want to show you this one.
What? You can't do that.
Oh, I can see it a bit.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Wait, it's still white for me.
No, but it's a surprise! I hate spoilers! But you get an idea that there's more than just this, right? This is
What's
just
going on?
I can't tell you, but the thing is, it's gonna take time, so I'm gonna give you hints and clues and little teasers as time goes on. Which sucks, because your birthday's already been like a week ago now, and I'm just like, ah! Must finish. So...
Don't set your goals so lofty. I'm scared for your, like, sanity.
I've just really wanted to do this anyway, and it's like, oh, this is a fun gift. But yes, I'm also working on fun wedding outfit sketches for everyone. Did I ever show you my? I still feel like one of my favorite sketches I've ever done from DC was this one of Slayer. I really liked it.
It is
I don't
really
know if
nice.
this is at all accurate to what she looks like, Aylin, but I don't know. I thought she looked cute.
I like it.
I like her.
This is really wholesome.
Let me just throw up.
I mean my type. It is what was it?
You
Orc.
you have a type.
I do.
Orc flings. Orc flings.
Orc flings.
Green orc flings with high necks and flowy skirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really cute. Oh my gosh.
I mean, Trudy actually has siblings, so they're not all her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This is the face of contentment. I figured you out, Aylin.
I was also gonna say, I don't know if
Yes, Thomas.
I know that I think you guys only ever watch this on YouTube, but because this session is streamed, if there are ever any moments that you're like, oh, it was a fun moment, you can, if you have an account, you can go through and watch it, and you can clip out a little highlight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just like a few seconds and just like show those to whoever you want, if you want.
That's fun content. I want to do that. Actually, go back. But I feel like now that all the sort of like we've sort of like formed a group, even though that now we've got Dietrich in now, it's gonna be more
It
like
sounds like T-Tree, and I'm just like, what?
I keep hearing Dimitri as well.
Oh, it's Brodriti. Is her full name? She's named after.
Verdridi.
Yeah, she's named after her grandma, and
Oh yeah, so
They call
Aylin
it,
re-rolled.
yeah.
Yeah. Interesting choice. I like it though, but I was sad to see.
I knew it was
Yeah,
coming,
no.
but
I
the core's
didn't know.
reaction surprised me.
I
I thought he'd be okay with it, but he wasn't.
yeah.
It's emotional, yeah.
I didn't know it was happening, so I didn't really know what to do. But then, because, well, I don't know if Jade can like Ilya now. Is the thing.
That's okay. Like honestly, Ilya was just stressing me out so much that I just couldn't.
As
I
in, like,
could-
playing her is difficult.
Yeah.
Mm.
More so that like, basically, Ilya got stuck in kind of this like fight or flight kind of response, and like I couldn't get out of it, and it was just causing me so much personal stress just in general that I was just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So things
it
just don't
was-
work.
Yeah, it was just gonna be better for like my mental health
Yeah.
Yeah.
change.
Mm. Do you know after this is sorry Thomas and Lily, but after the whole thing with Pip attacking or trying to attack the little orc boy in our campaign on Wednesday, and Tari got really angry, I actually almost considered changing characters. I'm so glad that everything worked out, but I've been in that sort of like situation, so I understand where you're coming from, the honeybee. Sometimes it's not always something you can just work out. Like, if a character's not feeling right for the situation, and like you're not enjoying it as much as you could be, and it's not like, you know, going the way you want it to, then it's sometimes fun to, well, sometimes better to like change it up. So I get you.
Yeah, you got to do what's best for
I
you.
tried to write Brian out of the campaign once.
When was that?
Do you
When was
remember?
that? I
It
think
was when I was
do.
in New Zealand and I was trying to replace him with Valis and I was trying to negotiate some kind of like
Yeah.
trade. And you were like not taking it.
The thing is, without giving too much away, Valis is definitely not ready to be in this game. But also, I don't know, the way you've described it to me really just fits Barovia. And also, I think it's much more interesting if you... can't give away too much. It's much more interesting to see what the effects of this campaign are before you play him.
Yeah.
Because then things are finished and what will be can be. And
I can see Aylin's like mind conflict.
Yeah.
The frustration that Valis caused.
But hey, I'm not gonna go and make a 45-year-old Terry to play in this game. No way. What are you saying? How old is Ilya? Ilya, sorry, Driti. Sorry, I'm gonna.
Driti is 22.
Okay.
Her older sister is 24, and her younger brother is 17.
Okay. And question. So, when did? So it would have been like 30 years ago that Nazeth broke off and went off and had the fun times.
Yeah.
Fun, happy marriage times, Lily. Get your head out the gutter.
Got married somehow. Became a great doctor. Yeah.
I will not take that from you.
No, I know. I'm sorry. That was really out of order, considering who you're talking
moly.
to.
Yeah, considering.
Yeah, no, that means I can go and make a fun 37-year-old Terry.
That sounds pretty fun. Alright, we should probably wrap up this call because it's getting a little late.
Yes, bye, people!
Alright, thank you for playing. Lots of love. I'll see you guys tomorrow and then also in 2 weeks.
8 p.m. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yes, if we can start at 8 p.m. I will of course stay for the whole thing, but I have an early flight the next morning.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
for the half hour earlier.
Okay, we might be able to do a slightly shortened session.
If it's on 3 hours, 3.5, that's fine.
Yep. Alright, pals.
Cool.
This has been great. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.